ESPN.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
When the fight was over, because George, I watched the fight on a Saturday night at a party on my phone. I had to hide from my girlfriend
It's
at the
so
party.
good. I heard this story on the way in.
I literally, Mike, wait.
What are you watching?
Wait,
Are you serious?
The Sedano and Kap morning show is on the air.
coming out hot on a Monday morning.
I mean, if we want to start there, go ahead. I mean, you are the UCLA Bruin boy around here.
Bruin boy.
Don't
Bruin
you?
boy.
Don't get confused with Bit Boy.
Bit Boy and Bruin boy.
Bit Boy and Bruin Boy.
Shohei didn't know.
Did not know anything.
Steve Ballmer didn't know about Kawhi's money, and Steve Mason had nothing to do with Lindsey leaving.
Or John Ireland getting fired that first time.
Nothing.
You had nothing to do with any of it.
Wait a minute. I'm not. You were also in on the Lindsey thing, were you not? I wasn't the only one that pulled
This
the
is
plug
what I
on
remember
Lindsey.
about it. You came in and you went, I don't want to work with Lindsey anymore. I go, okay.
See, so you signed off on it.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor.
Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Smith in the shotgun. 3rd down and 15. Four-man rush. Smith sets, throws for the end zone. Deflected and intercepted. A diving pick in the end zone.
I'm a good boy.
But I watched you guys on the YouTube show today. Lindsey looks like she's perfect with you guys.
If Raider fans want to tell me to eat a fat one, I mean, they're
Any
entitled
Raider
to.
fans out
Eat a
there?
fat one, bro.
There you go.
There you go. Way to go, Bergie.
Yeah.
You tell them to eat a fat
Hashtag
one.
eat a fat one.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap morning show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Bit boy.
Just win, baby.
7:02, good morning. The Sedano and Kap morning show is on this Tuesday.
Now, are Bit Boy and Bruin Boy going to compete against Wedo and Beto in the morning wars?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Wedo and Beto against Bit Boy and Bruin Boy.
Yeah.
We're on 710 though, right?
I mean, listen, I don't know.
Not on YouTube only?
I thought the Bruins were on KBC, so, I mean, maybe that's where you're at. Yeah.
I don't even know if they're on KBC
They
anymore.
are. They are.
Nobody goes to the games. Nobody listens to the games. I can tell you that right now.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, last night, here at Suite 200 on 800 West Olympic Boulevard in downtown Los Angeles, it was beautiful in the conference room. Thanks to our friends at Lazy Dog Restaurants. We'll get to that in just a moment.
The spread looked good.
To watch Cappy, one Scott. What's your middle name? Arthur?
No, not Arthur.
Zach.
That's your middle name. Your middle name is Arthur.
What is the A?
My middle name is
Arnold?
It is A. Until Stephen A. took it, I used to be Scott A. But now I'm just.
Can we just get what's the A?
Scott A. What do you think?
Arthur, Adam, Anthony,
Andres.
Arnold.
Andres is right.
No, it's got to be something.
Andres would be great.
It's got to be something a little Hebraic.
Little
right?
Hebraic. Little Hebraic. Alan.
Alan. It was beautiful last night.
By the way, happy anniversary to your parents.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Hey, thanks a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to watch one Scott Allen Kaplan
Oh.
meltdown.
Meltdown?
Meltdown
You
in the
melted
conference
down?
room. Even Sua Cravens, who was with us, was looking and going, what's up with this guy?
Yeah. Cappy, you melted down?
as the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego.
That's right.
My 5 for the week.
By the way, it should be the San Diego Chargers of Costa Mesa, but keep going.
They not only covered, they destroyed.
They kicked the crap out of the Raiders.
Out of the Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland.
These freaking Raiders, man. I pick you as my 4. I actually put real faith in you. And you know what? You let us down. Just like you've let your fan base down for 20 years.
Geno Smith looked like he didn't know how to play quarterback, and Pete Carroll.
Oh, my God.
Pete Carroll, I love Pete Carroll for his USC years, but it looks like he doesn't belong on a sideline. He belongs watching the Golden Girls in his room.
Thank you for being a friend, Captain.
Wow,
yes.
Thank you. Wow.
He should be watching Murder, She Wrote.
Matlock.
Wait,
Man,
don't
I'm
you
telling
watch
the
Matlock?
critics.
I watch Columbo.
The critics are rough out there. They were complaining.
Just win, baby.
They're like, look how old Pete looks in his grays. If he were wearing black and it matched with his hair, you'd have the silver and the black. But because he's wearing the grays.
It doesn't look great.
Forget about Pete Carroll. They were a disaster yesterday, okay? The Chargers showed them they're the boss, okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they showed them yesterday. They're the boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, is that so?
No question about it.
Really?
Geno Smith looked completely disoriented out there, couldn't figure out the defense, all right? Threw 3 horrible interceptions. Horrible interceptions.
Horrible.
Okay? They couldn't do anything yesterday. Nothing.
I would argue, because I'm going to try and be positive.
By the way, their drives, when they scored, I think they had their last field goal.
Yeah.
It was like an 18-play drive to get 3 points.
Dude, that was the killer drive of the night. Because if you're going to hold on to the ball for nearly 12 minutes and you're going to come away with 3 points, that was just awful.
That was ball game right there.
I mean,
it was done.
awful. Listen to this. 19 plays.
Yeah.
62 yards.
Yeah.
If you told me it was 19 plays and 95 yards,
right.
I go, okay, 19 plays, 62 yards, and here's even worse.
Oh,
you ready for this?
Yeah.
They held the ball on the series for 11 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
You ate up almost an entire quarter of the game.
Right, and scored 3 points.
The third quarter lasted like 15 minutes of real time.
Yeah.
Because that's how long the Raiders held on to the ball.
Yeah.
And they came away with 3 points.
Yeah.
That was bad. But it wasn't really the end-all, be-all of how bad things could have gone. Because, you say 3 interceptions that were really bad. Look, the first play of the game, right? Ball gets tipped, and I'll call it a somewhat fluky play. But whatever, it's a ball that gets picked. It happens. The second one is like taking a shot down the field. It's like practically punting the ball because the ball gets intercepted at like the 2-yard line.
He threw into double coverage.
Terrible throw, but it's just like you're desperate.
Cap,
you launched it into double coverage.
You played football.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't care if you're throwing the ball down the field, if you're taking a deep shot. If there's 2 guys on your guy, you're not throwing it there.
I know, but still.
Unless it's a Hail Mary, and that was not a Hail Mary.
But the third interception's the real killer.
And Derwin James.
Yeah.
Woo, boy.
But
he made that play happen.
But it's such a bad throw because it's not just throwing into double coverage or even going at Derwin James, who, of all the guys you're going to throw to, find Derwin James and say, that's the guy I'm not throwing to.
Right.
So the decision is bad from the beginning. But what makes it worse is that you are down 20-9.
Yeah.
If you don't turn the ball over, and that's the one thing you can't do in that moment,
right?
Then what do? You either kick the field goal and you're down by a score,
right?
Or you score the touchdown, you're still down by a score, but at least you've pulled closer and you've got a real opportunity. It was just Geno Smith was bad. I acknowledge that. Ashton Genty was non-existent late in the game.
By the way, my favorite quote from Geno Smith going into this week is, "I'm nobody's favorite quarterback." His own words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
We kind of saw.
Yeah, but here's the thing. In the division, he's the oldest quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's the worst of the 4.
Correct.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But the Raiders. Here's the thing. The Chargers are so much further ahead of the Raiders because they're into year 2 of Harbaugh. And when Harbaugh got to the Chargers, they had a lot of pieces, and then he added to these pieces.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And by the way, there's plenty of those pieces that aren't even playing yet. Kids they drafted that they're going to develop, that are going to be good. Like, this thing is going to be sustainable. As long as Harbaugh's there and Herbert is upright, they are going to be really freaking good.
And the Raiders did some things to try and make sure that Herbert wouldn't be upright, like doing old school Raider things, like when he slides, taking a shot at him helmet to helmet
all the
for
time.
a penalty.
They did that multiple times. They got away with it a couple later in the game, too. He slid on the far sideline in like the third quarter, and they still hit him after he slid. No penalty. So they got away with a couple because of what they did earlier in the game.
The worst part of it is that you think that Pete Carroll is going to show up and things will get better. What I saw last night is there are still too many turnovers. That's the obvious part. Yeah. You don't win games when you lose the turnover battle.
Genty started okay, but then was
non-existent
the rest of the way.
Right.
Yes,
then,
second half particularly.
Right. So you turn the ball over. Number one.
Yeah, I thought you drafted Barry Sanders back there.
I don't know about Barry Sanders, but I'll say this. One thing again, you'll see, and I think we learned it again last night. It's only week 2.
All O-line stinks.
There's terrible their O-line.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know what's you have to build with the O-line and the D-line.
Yeah.
And we're going to sit here and beat up on the O-line today because Gino's running for his life.
But the Chargers O-line dominated the line of scrimmage, I thought, too, for the most part.
And one play in particular tells you everything you needed to know about the Chargers O-line versus the Raiders D-line. And the Raiders defense played okay.
Yeah, fine.
They put a little bit of pressure on Herbert.
No, I would even say better than okay. I would say they played above average football on defense.
They forced Herbert to move to his right, the pass that he threw to Keenan Allen for the touchdown.
Yeah.
But the play,
beautiful placement.
But the play that defines the entire game.
Chef kiss.
And it just tells you who the Raiders are and it tells you who the Chargers are.
Yeah.
It was the touchdown pass to Quentin Johnson.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was money.
Money. Let me tell you what the Raiders should do defensively.
Yeah.
Drop 11 into coverage. Because honestly, when you rush 4 guys and Justin Herbert has like 12 seconds to sit in the pocket, hey, it's really nice here. You know what? Wow, the crowd looks really cool.
Should order a pizza.
Hey, look, the grass feels nice underneath my feet.
Or some yogurt land like you wanted to yesterday.
Oh, God.
You know what I'll do? At the very end, you know what I'll do? Oh, there's my guy. Now he's wide open, and there's nobody around me.
It was great. It was great. A great play, though, because they had 2 guys. Johnston, I don't remember who the other receiver was. They were running similar patterns, one more shallow than the other, and then Johnston was the one over the top. And once the corner basically bid on the wrong guy, and then the safety had to try to cover for that, and then Johnston was wide open.
Let's hear how it sounded last night on Westwood 1.
2nd and 3 from the 40-yard line for Los Angeles. 2 receivers right, single wide to the left. Herbert in the gun. Stomping his right foot 2-3 times, gets the shotgun snap, back pedal. Sets to throw, wants to go deep, open. Quentin Johnson with the catch at the 10. High stepping in for the touchdown. 60-yard strike. Justin Herbert, Quentin Johnson connecting for 6 and a 16-6 lead.
What a fantastic route by Quentin Johnson. The offensive line protected perfect. Both Quentin Johnson's route on this left side, he had a direct angle right at the hash. As soon as he got to the hash, he got his right foot down and made a clear path to the front pylon. Justin Herbert delivered a perfect ball for that touchdown, untouched.
Yeah, it was easy.
Untouched,
It was easy. Listen, it was as if there were nobody else on the field other than Herbert and Johnson because there was no pass rush at all.
Yeah.
Herbert.
Catch.
And there was no coverage in the secondary. None.
At pitch and catch, as we like to say. Bergman has something to add that we wanted to get to in a second. But first, Cappy, for 60 seconds here before we get back to Bergman, tell us about Seller's Advantage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to.
Please do.
I would love to tell everybody about Seller's Advantage. Hey, shout out to my man, Damon Lyons. Damon's the CEO. You see all these billboards all over the street, all over the freeways. And Damon wants to help you and your family sell your home as fast as possible. Because here's the thing. When you list your home and you do it with an agent, they're going to take a big commission, number one. Number two, they're going to come in and they're going to go, hey, you need to spend a whole bunch of money. We got to paint the walls. We got to fix the landscaping. We got to make sure all this stuff is done. You're like, wait a second. I don't want to spend all this money when I'm going to sell my home. Why do I want to put money in? Oh, don't worry. You're going to get that money out. You don't want to put that money out right now. Forget about that nonsense. So you don't want to pay the commissions. You don't want to put the money into the house. And you know what else? You don't need strangers walking in and out of your house. You have to leave for open houses. It's just a waste of everybody's time. At Seller's Advantage, we can make you a competitive cash offer, and we'll buy your house as is. Don't worry about the condition of your home. You don't have to pay for all these costly repairs Seller's Advantage will buy the house as is. They've been doing it for over 20 years, and they're helping sellers get the highest offer possible without having to make it ready for the market. So look, they make selling easy. They make it painless. They'll even offer you $20,000 to advance you cash for moving and other expenses. So call them up. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747. Visit sellersadvantage.com. They will buy your house as is at Seller's Advantage.
All right. Sedano Kap here with you. Bergie, what did you have to add about your Raiders?
So I didn't get to watch the game, obviously. I was at the Dodger game with the CHLA winner.
Yeah.
But so I came in this morning, and I decided, I'm going to have to watch highlights. So I go on YouTube and look up the highlights, and they're usually about 5 to 7 minutes. And there were so few Raider highlights that they had to show their kickoffs. And just win, baby. I was thinking to myself, did he have a long run back? Was 50, 60-yard return? Yeah. They showed it twice.
That's so good.
2 kickoffs because they had so little highlights.
That's so bad. But you know what it is, though? Here's the thing. The Raiders are at the beginning, so my expectations have to be put in check. What are you giving me a look for? What are you giving me?
You were sitting here touting they're going to be in first place. What are you
Well, listen.
You made it seem like Pete Carroll, they're going to win. It doesn't matter. Geno Smith, he's so good. They stink.
No, they stink. I mean, I have to admit that. They stink. But again, I'm going to have to look at things on the bright side.
And by the way, the Chargers, if they beat the Broncos this week, are going to have a stranglehold on the division very early in the season.
You know, that's pathetic for you to even say such a thing. Just pathetic. You're going to talk about division race after 3 games?
Well, because they will be 3-0 in the division.
It's just pathetic.
There's no one else.
The whole piece of commentary is pathetic.
No one else in the entire sport will have had 3 division wins at that point.
Let's go Broncos.
Do you think
it's almost halfway through the season?
Let's go Broncos.
Do you think Pete Carroll handed out some Werther's originals that he had in his pocket?
Werther's originals.
Wow. That like an
what
old
other?
man, huh?
What other old people candy?
Just walking around with
lemon drops.
He looks so old.
I mean, the traditional, red and white mints.
Do you think during halftime he puts little glasses on and an Afghan blanket and reads to the team?
I'm cold. Get me my rocking chair. I'm going to talk to the team.
By the way, a man that likes a rocking chair and a Werther's original, the great Evan Cohen now joins us here on the Sedano Kap Morning Show.
Hello, Evan Cohen.
Hi, Ev.
A rocking chair is kind of underrated. Let's be honest. If you guys had the choice, you could have a rocking chair or a hammock. I'll hang up and listen.
Oh, a hammock. Give me a hammock all day. Hammock all day. Hang that up outside. I got a hammock at my house.
Oh, yeah?
I do. No rocking chair.
Is it hanging between 2 trees?
Correct.
Because sometimes I think that a hammock that comes prepared with the whole metal bars and that's not a real hammock.
No. These are trees.
Has to be between 2 trees.
Yeah, tied on 2 big trunks, big branches holding them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Now, a rocking chair, on the other hand, again, if you have a nice pillow for your tuchus, and you have grandma's Afghan, now you got a nice rocking chair.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, when you're a septuagenarian, you may need a rocking chair. I mean, they may need to send one to Chapel Bill over there in a couple weeks, too. We'll get.
Here we go. We're going to start there, and we're really going to do this?
So we're going to go. So, we'll send one to Pete Carroll perhaps, too. And now I like Pete. He's a little more active. There's no question about that. But his team, not active enough yesterday, Evan Cohen, because the Chargers, I know Cappy will never admit this, but I will ask you as an unbiased observer here, an arbiter, they're for real.
Oh, yeah. I just heard you saying, and you're right, we talked about it today a little bit, the concept of if they win next week, to think about 3-0 with all 3 wins, George, in division, that's 6-0 because you have the tiebreaker with every one of those teams. You, in essence, double the wins. It's wild what they could potentially do, and I know that they weren't running the ball well last night, but when you think about their brand of football, what it's supposed to be, it's I grew up in New York. It's the old school NFC East, or I guess more recently, what Harbaugh did with the Niners. They're going to try to beat you up, and they're going to try to pound you into the ground. Boy, Morales is going to make that into a lot of imaging off of what I just
probably
said.
will.
The pounding in the ground part?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you this, though. I will be curious to see what Denver's defense, which is supposed to be and touted as a top 4 or 5 defense in the NFL going into the season, versus the Raiders. Because I'll tell you guys right now, watching Justin Herbert last night with nobody really touching
Joe
him.
Alt is really good,
Joe
man.
Alt is outstanding.
Holy moly.
He's really good.
Right tackle, left tackle, doesn't matter.
Right, and you know what? I was hoping, of course, that when they had to move him from right to left, and then they have to shift the offensive line. I'm hoping that everybody else falls flat on their face. That didn't happen.
But we talked about it because Pimpkin is a natural right tackle, so he's at his natural position. If anything, they may trade Rashawn Slater when he comes back.
You know what? Listen, they paid him. He got his money. He got hurt. And when he comes back, it's either put him back out there, maybe move him to a different position, or trade somebody else. But listen, that's how good their offensive line was. And by the way, the Raiders' D-line, they got Max Crosby.
Right.
You know, I mean, name another guy that you know that you go, wow, you know what, you really got a game plan for that guy.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see if Denver's defense puts up a significantly better fight. Because
you're hoping
I'm hoping in a big way.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm hoping in a big way. I need this.
I know it's early, but this is starting to unfold as one of your biggest nightmares.
This could literally be one of the most excruciating football seasons of my entire life.
So good.
Until I get to the end. Listen, Evan, until I get to the end and the Chargers charger, and then I can go, oh, God, it took me 18 weeks, 19 weeks. It took me into the second round of the playoffs. But they finally did what I knew they were going to do.
What if they play the Rams in the Super Bowl?
Well, then of course, I'm all in on the Rams.
So am I. But
are you sure?
I have a question.
You positive on
No,
that?
but
You sure?
if the Rams and Chargers play in the Super Bowl, it's a win-win for me. Because if the Rams win, obviously I'm ecstatic as someone who loves the Rams, loves Sean McVay. That's our team. That's our guy. But if the Chargers...
I appreciate you buttering me up, George.
You're welcome, Sean. Well, if the Chargers happen to win in that scenario, the misery that it will cause you...
See, that's what this is all about.
I mean, will be epic.
Will it be more miserable than your divorce or about the same?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I would say the Chargers winning the Super Bowl will hurt me more in my soul, in my heart, than the divorce. I mean, the divorce.
The mother of your children.
The divorce hurt me financially.
Yeah, no doubt.
The divorce humiliated me publicly. Yeah. All these, but people don't walk up to me and go, "Hey, man, how's the divorce treating you?" But if the Chargers win the Super Bowl, people will walk up to me for the rest of time and remind me that the Chargers moved to LA and then won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
cannot happen.
All right, wait. I have a few questions here, guys. First of all,
go ahead.
When I hear you say Pimpkin, I feel like that's the reason I stopped talking to Morales in the mid 2000s. Number two, does anyone on this show dislike something in life more than Cappy dislikes the Chargers? Like, for example, does Sedano dislike Cappy's takes more than Cappy dislikes the Chargers?
Negative.
Sedano dislikes Ireland more than Cappy dislikes the Chargers.
That's not true. I don't even. You keep
Why do you do that? Why do you hate Ireland? No, why do you hate the guy?
I honestly don't even think about John Ireland.
That's because you don't like him.
Oh, stop.
Apparently.
Oh my God.
But
Evan, by the way, that's how you do that. That's how you do that.
But Evan, I don't think so. I don't think George dislikes Ireland more than I have this hatred for the Chargers. I don't think so. Do you think so, George?
What?
That you dislike Ireland?
I don't dislike Ireland.
Okay, so then the answer is no. Evan, keep going.
I also like the concept of Cappy saying, people don't come up to me and say, how's the divorce treating you versus the Chargers' success? So now all I could think about is everyone in L.A. Now I think there should be an invite to go up to Cappy to ease his mind about the Chargers. If you see him on the walks with Morales, hey, Cappy, how's the divorce treating you? I actually think
that actually is better.
This is bad.
Yes, I agree.
This is horrible. This is horrible timing, Evan.
I agree.
Because tonight, George and I are going to the Dodgers-Phillies game tonight.
The Dodgers.
And we're going to be, sitting in some very high-profile seats where you'll see us
Perfect.
all over TV. I'll be stuffing my fat face, and people are going to be coming up to me going, yo, L.A. Cap, how's that divorce treating you, dog?
There you go.
You see?
Yeah.
You
Well,
open
that's
the door.
better than the Chargers 2-0, 3-0 in the division with the win next week.
You know what?
So why don't we have everyone in L.A. tonight at the Dodgers game go up to just as many people as possible? Hey, Cappy, how's the divorce treating you?
I will tell you right now, Evan, thank you. Thank you in advance.
You're welcome.
Because
Yes, you're welcome.
by diverting the attention back to my divorce rather than the Chargers, I will actually be a much happier guy.
Yeah.
By the way, I got two things for Evan. First, Evan, as a proud Hebraic brother, and I'm an honorary Hebraic brother, Cappy and I are talking about during the YouTube-only hour around Rosh Hashanah of blowing the shofar together on air. Will you join us virtually to blow the shofar?
Ready? Watch this. No prep. Cappy, get ready.
Yep.
Tekiah! Harvarim!
Very good. That was very good. And then my second thing, you are the vice president of content for Good Karma Brands. You're also obviously the host of Unsportsmanlike weekdays 3 to 7 a.m. here on ESPN LA. But a great partner of ours, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, who Cappy and Sedano are going to the Dodgers game with them tonight. They would like a feature, and usually we don't let partners choose features, but this one's a good one because they sell hardwood. That's their big thing. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, get the hardwood from them. They're contemplating a feature on our show, and we don't know what the feature would be yet, like the context of it, but it would be called the Morning Wood. And Cappy told our MCs, our sales team, that it was a brilliant idea. Before it even got to me, Cappy's like, oh, this is amazing. We got to do this. I just feel like we're really stepping in it every day if we do. It's time for the Morning Wood.
Well, okay. Let me be clear on something. My management role in my life has nothing to do with ESPN LA. So what you're asking me, I'm not going to comment on for ESPN LA. What I can tell you, in my former life working at SiriusXM, we did a segment every day at 6:45 a.m. Eastern where my co-host would say, it's time now for Morning Would You Rather.
Oh.
And it was a Would You Rather segment, but the way he emphasized the words. Now, that co-host at my son's first birthday was in the bathroom for so long that when Sedano's wife went in to feed the baby, she had to leave immediately. This is 11 years ago. And that I don't know that he it was so smelly in this bathroom.
It was really bad.
That George's wife almost passed out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to go to the car or something. Yeah,
Really?
I didn't know that those two things were going to connect like that.
So
That's
the
amazing.
Morning Wood guy apparently destroyed somebody's bathroom?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Kelly was going to go into breastfeed Aria at the time and then realized, oh, this is not going to work, so I'm just going to go out to the car.
I mean, dude couldn't, spray or light a match or something?
It was that bad.
Wow.
Wow.
No, but think about this, Cappy.
Yo.
What that means is when Kelly went out there, they were parked on the street in New York City, not a private bathroom.
Right.
That was better
Yeah.
than going into the Morning Wood You Rather
She just
bathroom.
went into the back seat where the windows are tinted and just covered up, and that was it. It was just better than sitting in that
The
bathroom.
Morning Wood guy, he must be super proud of himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What an animal.
All right, Evan. Well,
my kind of guy.
Thank you for stopping by, as always, as we got to get back to making Cappy's life miserable today.
Hey, wait, I got a question for you, Evan. So they've got a WrestlePalooza. WWE's doing WrestlePalooza this weekend.
They had Seth Rollins on this
Yeah,
morning.
and so you guys had Seth Rollins on today, and I know you have Cody
hated
Rhodes. Did he really hate you? Do you think he did?
That was
It's a little upsetting because my son is obsessed with wrestling, and he's going to come home from school and want to watch that. And I don't know that he's going to enjoy it as much. And if he does, then I have bigger problems because a guy who hates his dad, he likes more.
Why do he hate you?
Anyway, go ahead.
Well,
I don't think he liked my line of questioning because I said, arguably your wife is the greatest female wrestler of all time in Becky Lynch, and he didn't like that I put the arguably.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Was he in character, you think, or was he really pissed?
Well, that's the thing that I've been texting with some of the great GKW people, the Good Karma Wrestling, which people see on the ESPN LA social on Thursdays, trying to figure out if he was in character or not, and now I don't know.
Yeah. All right, well, there you go.
He's going to fetch about this all day.
I wish I had more time to talk to you and ask you if Tom Brady's a vampire, because he looks like one in the booth.
How about beyond Tom Brady being a vampire? How about now he's in business with the turkey dude? And then
the turkey dude?
Yeah, and now
turkey
he's...
I don't know if he goes by the turkey dude.
What was Lindsay's question about wrestling? I didn't hear Lindsay's question about wrestling.
Well, I was just curious that you have, you got a lot going on with WWE this week, so I was just curious of your wrestling knowledge. Like, are you a fan, or do you watch, or is this, is this new to you?
Oh, yeah. I'm a fan. I was a super fan back in the NWO, WWE, Degeneration X, that era, like Hogan Savage into the Monday Night Wars, Attitude Era. Then I took a long break, and now I'm back because I love it because my kids are into it. I love the Unreal show on Netflix. I thought that was great. And, yeah, I'm back in now with all the ESPN content around it, too.
Cappy didn't know until we told him that Degeneration X is where the suck it came from. He didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, remember, Cappy?
No.
We told you that a couple weeks ago?
Cappy, let me ask you a question off that, Cappy. How's your divorce?
No, see you later, Evan. There he is, Evan Cohen, host of Unsportsmanlike. All right, coming up next, let's get into Brady. People are pissed about Brady.
Understandably so.
Let's get into it next.
7:28, good morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a live imaging Tuesday, which is every day on this show. Anyway, smile, it's Tuesday. ESPN LA next.
The excellence of execution is on top. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hey, it's Mace. Cosm is the ultimate immersive sports and entertainment experience. Inside the dome, an 87-foot wraparound screen surrounds you with the action from UFC and WWE to soccer, college football, and more. In the Cosm Hall, wall-to-wall screens let you watch every game at once. Last time I went, I watched 3 games at once with a killer craft cocktail. And now The Matrix is back for its 25th anniversary. Trust me, you haven't seen it until you've felt it like you're in it. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. I'll see you there.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Herbert. Water, power, comfort. NextGen protects it all with the Home Hero Bundle. Do you like the taste of your water? If not, get your free alkaline reverse osmosis system when you install whole home water filtration. Clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com today.
CSLB number 1011173.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:32. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence.
Gloria. Brutal.
On this day in 1989, the number one hit. Gloria Estefan.
Gloria's brutal?
Terrible. Don't Want to Lose You. Why is she brutal?
No, she's not. This song is.
It's
a good song. I know, but it's Tuesday morning. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Good 80s ballad.
But I like the ballad connection and the Gloria Estefan connection with Sedano because Miami Sound Machine, Sedano's from Miami.
And it kind of works with you and the Raiders, too.
Right. We had a whole thing.
No, I know, but I need energy.
You need energy?
Yeah. I mean, after the beatdown that I took last night.
Maybe stop asking for Yogurtland. We ate a full meal thanks to our friends at Lazy Dog Restaurants. Who's the general manager down there?
Brandon. Lazy Dog was amazing last night. So good. I'll tell you right now, that is a great restaurant.
Really. A great restaurant. And by the way, they a scratch-made kitchen.
Right.
I almost sounded like John Ireland on a commercial there.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that one read, he's like, chlorine.
Chlorine.
John's going to get mad at me later. Not as mad as he was at Bergman that day, but it's fine. Anyway, What was I saying?
No anger.
You were saying that Lazy Dog was awesome last night.
But then Cappy is like, you know what I could use right now? Because I said, why don't we get some of their...
Froyo.
Yeah, Froyo.
But they have amazing desserts at Lazy Dog. The
They used to
Schmore
have a
Brownie
Froyo
Sundae.
place here at LA Live.
That's
that
what I
place
need.
doesn't exist
I need
anymore.
a Froyo place nearby.
But they have an amazing butter cake, too. And I was like, Cappy, why don't we order that? He's like, no, I feel like Froyo.
Well, it's something like that.
Then
It's just
10
I
minutes
want-
later, he's like, we should get a pizza. I'm like, it's 9:30 at night. We got to be up in a few hours.
But Chris is ordering a pizza.
I almost
And
ordered it
and
just
go-
for the bit to see him eat a pizza and then be complaining about how he...
I'm so disgusted.
Right. And he woke up at 1 a.m.
And he told me, I go, dude, if you order this pizza now, there's like 9 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah.
The pizza won't get here. The game will be over.
And then at the end, he's like, oh, we should order that pizza.
Yeah, the meatball pie. Meet the bull.
A meatball.
Yeah.
Hey, Cappy, after hearing that song, how's the divorce?
Hey, Bergie, I'm glad you just asked because honestly, it keeps you and me away from having to talk about what happened last night.
I was
trying to, Cappy. I was trying.
Let's talk about Tom Brady. People are pissed because he was in the coach's booth wearing a headset, and they're like, wait a second. Like, the NFL just absolved him of any issues, right? Like, where he could, because he wasn't allowed to be in the coaches' meeting. So, for people that don't know, when you do a football broadcast, well, pretty much any broadcast, but like when you do a broadcast, you get time with both teams and their coaches, sometimes even players.
Yeah.
Okay. And you go in these production meetings where you're asking them detailed questions about the game plan. You're asking them about particular players and their skill sets and what they bring to the table, et cetera. There's some, I would say of the stuff you get, I would say like 10 to maybe even 20%, depending on the coach, is very much proprietary. Okay. So
for our audience, George, do they have to tell you things that are private? Like that
they
the public...
don't.
No,
but
they can sit there and avoid every question if they want
They
to.
could, but I would say most coaches, will give you at least a morsel of something.
But just real quick, just to jump in on that,
Because they're supposed you're there, you're supposed to be you're there to be trusted, right?
And this is part of their television agreement.
Right, so
they have to sit
what
down for
happens
this,
is
right?
on Friday, let's say Tom Brady is going to go to Chicago, for example.
Right, which is where he's going next, right?
So on Friday, Tom Brady and the Fox crew, they're going to be invited to practice.
Right.
They're going to stand on the sideline.
Watch
They're going to
practice.
talk to the general manager, talk to the CEO of the team.
Talk to Ben Johnson.
And they're going to watch the practice. Then when the practice is over, they're going to go into the team's facility, go to their conference room. You're going to have the producer, the director, the play-by-play guy,
the sideline,
analyst, you're going to have the full broadcast team, and everybody's going to be sitting in a conference room, and the head coach comes in, and then the offensive coordinator,
and then the
defensive coordinator, quarterback, star of the defense. So you're there for several hours, and you're interviewing all these people. And when you're a former player, whether you're of Tom Brady's stature, or I used to do it all the time with Rich Gannon, we'd go into these meetings, and everybody's like, oh, Rich Gannon, former MVP. Like, I feel like he's one of us, so we're going to feel comfortable, and we're going to give him something.
Correct.
And so that's what they do in these production meetings, and that's why people are like, what is Tom Brady doing last night in the coach's booth?
Made no sense.
What really doesn't make sense to me is this. What does he think? No one's going to see him?
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, he's freaking Tom Brady. And look, I get it. You have a small percentage of ownership, and I get it that you are consulting to the team. But on game day, on Monday Night Football,
it's a terrible look.
You're going to be in the coach's booth on a headset?
Yeah.
Like, George, listen, you could have Tom Brady in an owner's suite.
Right.
And I guarantee you there's a way, technologically speaking, for him to listen in should he want to do that.
Yes, especially at home. Yes.
Why is he in the coach's booth? It's so dumb and irresponsible of him.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And if I am any team moving forward, I'm calling Roger Goodell today and saying, what are we doing here? Like, how is this something that we think makes sense?
Well, especially given when you look at the Raiders' schedule, okay, and you say, wait a second.
They're playing the Bears in a couple weeks,
right,
aren't they?
So they have got, they're at Washington, the Raiders, and then they're home against Chicago. So if Tom is going to go broadcast the Chicago-Dallas game this weekend, and he's going to have access to the Bears facility, their coaches, et cetera, in theory, the concern would be whatever he learns from the Bears as a broadcaster, he brings back to Pete Carroll and his staff as an owner.
Right.
And whether or not that happens or it doesn't happen, it looks like it's going to happen.
So at ESPN, there was one of these instances. So Jessica Mendoza, who does Dodger broadcasts as well, at one point when she was on ESPN, doing Sunday Night Baseball, she was consulting for, I believe, the Mets, if I recall correctly. And there were a couple of teams that were objected to her to being in these meetings, allegedly. At least according to the reports. I've never asked her about it. I don't know her, so I don't know. But my point is, you don't think that's going to happen with Tom Brady? And she's not. She was just a consultant. She's not on like a headset. She's not in like the dugout, during a game. Like that's the equivalent of what it would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or being in like the bullpen. Like, he's on a headset with the coaches in their booth. Like, I don't understand. Just from an optics standpoint, to your point, like how you think that makes sense, especially when you've been a point of contention already.
Right.
Like that, I don't blame any team for being upset about that moving forward.
Now, let me ask you guys, because for our audience, there's a lot of social media buzz about the Colts owner, the daughter, Dana Irsay, listening on the sideline to what's going on. And people are like, oh, whatever. That's a whole other thing. But what is he hearing when he's putting on a headset?
Oh, he's listening to calls in and out of the game.
Right. And so, if the head coach, if Pete Carroll is talking to, a coordinator up in the booth, he's getting to listen to all of that radio transmission.
What?
That's what he's listening to.
I was just curious because I remember at the beginning of the season, they lifted some of these restrictions that they had on him because last year, for fairness' sake, they were like, well, you can do this, but not this, and these meetings and not those. So, like, what in the world changed that they would now allow him to do that?
Well, I think that first and foremost, we didn't see Tom Brady as active a year ago as we see him now. And so once those restrictions were lifted, Brady, this is the way I think it plays out. Brady's like, okay, well, you know what? I am close to the Raiders organization because I have a small piece of ownership. They're asking me for my consultation. So you know what? Since they lifted these restrictions, I'll do whatever I want until they reinstall these restrictions. So I think what the NFL is going to eventually do to Brady is they're either going to say, here's your choice. You can go in as a broadcaster, but you have to give up this whole sitting in the coach's booth during Raider games.
I mean, that's preposterous. Of course he's got to give that up.
Or sit in Raider games, sit in with the coaches, but you can't go anywhere near the other teams when you're broadcasting their games.
Right.
And by the way, Fox gets from Tom Brady what they want, whether or not he's in the production meetings or he's not in the production meetings. They hired Tom Brady because he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He's got more Super Bowl rings than anybody else. He's hot AF, even though he's kind of looking a little weird.
He looks like a vampire, as Lindsay said.
I'm a huge Tom Brady fan, and it looks like he's gotten like a lot of weird kind of work done.
His face doesn't move.
Right. It's a little strange, and I love Brady. So, listen, I thought he's much smarter than that, but maybe he's just testing the boundaries of the leeway that the NFL will give him. But that was dumb last night. Just dumb.
741. Sedano, tell us about our friends. You're going to the baseball game, the El Dodgers tonight, and they want a segment on the show called The Morning Wood.
Yeah,
Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
They want to let you know about their hardwood. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. You need flooring for your home, your rental, or your ADU? Call the Crazy Hernandez brothers at 866-62-FLOOR at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. It's legitimately family-run. You get authentic old-school TLC. Papi Hernandez started it 57 years ago. Steven and Carlos, the Crazy Hernandez brothers, are there. You call them at 866-62-FLOOR, and they're going to pick up the phone. Seriously. Mom is there. Aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, cousins, sisters, you name it. Wholesale pricing year-round. No bogus sales, no gimmicks. Just the best price from the start, and that's why I say it. And I say it, no sale beats wholesale, homeboy. So whether it's the hardwood that they want to make sure that you get your hands on, all right? The laminate, the tile, the vinyl, the carpet, you name it, they got it. Over 5 million square feet of in-stock inventory, 2 locations. Commerce, the OG location, Santa Ana for those of you in the OC. So when you go there, whether it's hardwood, laminate, tile, vinyl, carpet, you can see it, touch it, take it home with you on the same day, and that's huge, especially when you're trying to finish a project fast. That's why designers, contractors, builders all shop here. They know the Crazy Hernandez brothers are going to take care of you. And check this out. First responders, active military veterans, all receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. And if you find a better price somehow, I doubt it, okay? But if you do somehow, Hernandez will match it, no questions asked. So head down to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year-round. Because no sale beats wholesale. Check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net, or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
Thank you, Shana. 7:43, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show coming up in 3 minutes. We'll get Berkey out here. We'll cue up the organ, and we'll talk some Dodgers baseball on a Tuesday morning. Smile, it's Tuesday. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, soccer fans! San Antonio Cardinale Wine is hooking up fans with 2 tickets, air and hotel, to the biggest match in USA this season. Don't wait. Head to SoccerDreamTicket.com and enter now. You can score your way from San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Ever had one of these moments? You're at the checkout, heart pounding, wondering if your card's about to get declined. Or you need to hit urgent care, but payday is still days away. Or hey, maybe your weekend poker face didn't quite pay off. That's where Cash Call comes in. We'll spot you $1,000 anytime, day or night. Just apply online and we'll load the cash right to your debit card in about 10 minutes. Boom! Problem solved. We charge just $50 for this loan, and you can pay it back over 12 months at $96.87 per month. Or, if you can knock it out early, you can stop the interest in its tracks. Need a quick grand? Get it now at cashcall.com. APR is 28.73%, subject to credit approval. Loans made pursuant to the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. Cashcall.com. That's cashcall.com.
All right, Mason and Ireland are taking the show live to Total Wine and More in Beverly Hills this Friday. Meet the Laker girls, a special appearance by Big Game James Worthy. It's all happening this Friday, starting at noon at the Total Wine and More, 9527 West Pico Boulevard. Don't miss the energy, the stars, and the fun. See you Friday at Total Wine and More in Beverly Hills. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show back in 1 minute right here on ESPN LA.
Chris Morales here. Addiction to opioids and stimulants can strip away the things that make you uniquely you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at ChooseChangeCA.org.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes? Or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level. Because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job. And you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:47, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. A little up-tempo number for you, Cappy. He turns 56 today.
Who dat?
Mark Anthony.
Hey.
Today also is Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sí, señor.
Hey, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Bien, amigo. That's right.
By the way, Mark Anthony was great in the movie Man on Fire, one of Denzel's They don't talk about it a lot, but it's a great movie, Denzel.
It is a good movie.
Hey, Creasy Bear. That's the little girl that says Creasy Bear. She gets kidnapped. It's a whole thing. Watch the movie, man, on fire.
I will. Get to it right away.
You said that sarcastically.
Well,
You know I'm already
I'm not
annoyed
gonna-
this morning.
I'm not going to be able to get to it.
Let's cue the organ. Put me in a better mood. I like when I hear the organ.
You do you?
It is time for Greg Bergman with our little Dodgers. The Dodgers.
It's the Dodgers.
He was at the game last night with one Travis Rogers and Steve Mason, probably crying to them. Guys, I miss your show.
Is that true, Bergie?
It's too rough on the morning show.
I'm-
Morales is a lunatic.
Well, Morales is a lunatic, but he's losing his mind. But yeah, no, absolutely not. But
Did
the
you
game
complain about me and Sedano at all? Did
the
you tell them how
whole
much we
time.
suck?
It's constantly how
Did you
much
tell
I
them
just
what a
can't
pain in the ass
stand
we are?
working with either one
Right.
of you. Everybody in this room, actually. I hate everybody.
Really?
That's essentially where I'm
Okay.
at. This point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
but it was last night's game. The Dodgers they lost to the Phillies in extra innings, and normally it'd be like, oh man, the Dodgers lost. I'm so upset. But not last night.
Why? Because you're more upset about the Raiders losing?
Well, luckily I didn't get to watch
How's
that.
your
except for the
divorce going?
That's probably around the same as yours.
That was
I think
good,
we're
Cappy.
pretty much on the same page there,
Well
Cappy.
done.
That was major market radio there.
Okay.
That's a good job, Cappy.
Right, but the thing is, so they took an early. They went down early because Dave Roberts decided to get cute and start Anthony Bonda
Okay,
instead
so
of Emmett Sheehan.
let me ask you a question about it. Because, Cappy, what did I tell you as soon as before we started the show?
We're kind of getting going here today, and Sedano's kind of chewing my ear about how Sheehan is a starter, so let him start.
Right.
What is the reason for bringing in Bonda to start the game?
It made no sense.
To get one out.
No,
Well, she was supposed to go one inning because of the left-handers. I get the logic. Emmett Sheehan he pitched 5 2/3 of no-hit ball basically.
Yeah, well, he gave one hit. It was the last hit.
Right, but I'm saying prior to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here? Like, why are we so gimmicky with this stuff?
So
I love the phrase. What are we doing here?
Yeah, no,
it
they
always
got
kind of
cute.
get when you're exhausted by me. What are we doing
It's
here?
so good. It's so good.
It's so ridiculous.
So I'm with you. I think it's ridiculous. They should just let Sheehan start. The idea was that you have Anthony Bonda come in. So
They're
that
lefties. I get it.
against
that's
lefties,
so
but it's also
dumb.
but it's also so that Sheehan doesn't have to face them 3 times.
Okay.
So look, it's dumb. They got cute in different ways too. They decided to put Alex Call in the 5 spot
Yeah.
and then Miguel Rojas in the 6 spot instead of Pajes and Muncy behind Teo. That's them. That's somebody in the analytics department going, "Oh, I think I know the way to get the Phillies out this way." It's ridiculous.
Wow.
It was an absolutely stupid way to do it.
that
Nerd
voice again.
alert.
Yeah, do that
A
voice
nerd
again.
alert.
And so somebody in the analytics department to control and say, "Hey, we have to figure out a way. This is how we're going to do it."
We're going to take that and put that with Lindsay's, hey, wacky, do it.
Wacky force rate.
Well, we got Wacky Wednesday tomorrow.
I'm not getting in trouble tomorrow. But so they decided to get cute and do something dumb. But either way, it kind of worked out because they actually played really well. They got a lot of hits, and even when they went down, Mookie Betts came up in the 7th inning, gets a home run. They come up, and then in the 9th inning, when you're down 5-4, or was it 4-3, whichever? No,
I think it was 5-4.
Yeah, 5-4. Yeah, 5-4. Andy Pajes against one of the best closers in the game, Johan Duran, hits a home run.
Monster bomb.
Monster
home
dong.
run.
Yes, that too. Dong
So
too.
no matter what, despite the fact that they lost, I feel good because they continually came back and came back and came back. It makes me look forward to the rest.
Well, we got to see Chucky Robinson. Chucky Robinson was a name that I felt like should be in baseball every year. Some semblance of Chucky Robinson should be in a baseball lineup every season. God, I love that name.
It's a great name.
It's a great baseball name.
He is the slowest catcher I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He bunted twice to move guys over, which is great, but he was so
that
slow
first
down
bunt
the line.
was good.
First one was.
I thought he was going to get there.
Yeah, the second one was pretty bad.
What
He
is
did
the
too
latest on Will Smith? You got anything on that?
He's still on the IL right now. They're hoping that he should come off the 10-day IL as soon as possible.
So, the only
Same with
thing
Dalton
about,
Rushing.
thing about last night is this, and this is what we were talking about, and this is why this division race is not officially in the books and over with.
Yeah.
Because Philadelphia coming to town playing some of their best ball of the season right now. And I don't know, Bergie, how long you guys stuck around.
Whole thing.
But did when the game was over, did you walk out as soon as the game was over? Because I wondered if you saw the Phillies taking their celebration pictures on the field. They wrapped up the division last night.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if I were ever going to bet on a baseball game, today would be the game that I would bet on. You got Ohtani pitching. Okay, and you've got these guys last night who are, for whatever reason, getting wasted in the visitors' clubhouse. I know, but drinking beer or pouring beer on each other is one thing. Getting annihilated is another thing. So I'm going to go with Ohtani tonight for a no-hitter.
No-hitter?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah.
So apparently he can go as long as he wants now, probably 5 or 6 innings, but as many pitches. The pitches count doesn't matter anymore.
Look at that.
Let me ask you this, because George and I obviously are going with the crazy Hernandez brothers
Greg
today.
Bergman is going tonight as well. He's going back-to-back.
Berg, you're going back-to-back.
Who are you going with?
Back-to-back. I'm going to go with Gene.
Mean
I remember
Gene.
the days I could go back-to-back. No more, though.
No, you can't do it, huh?
no.
Mean Gene
Takes 10
tonight.
minutes.
Mean Gene going to the game tonight.
Yep, Mean Gene
Okay.
going tonight. Yeah.
Right. Did you eat anything good last night? Because I'm told by the crazy Hernandez brothers that what the Dodgers try and do is they try and feature like a food item from the opposing team, right? So like tonight, I'm looking for a cheesesteak.
Oh, that's a good thing. No, I had helmet nachos. And
that's it, huh?
That was it.
Helmet nachos.
Well, Dodger Stadium's always had a great Philly cheesesteak. I mean, not great, but like a good Philly cheesesteak played up on the reserve level.
I've not been up there.
So
I
maybe
don't
they'll
know.
have more of that.
Okay, I'd like a good cheesesteak tonight. I almost went to this Rams-Eagles game this upcoming weekend just so I could go back to Angelo's cheesesteaks. Because that was like the greatest cheesesteak I've ever eaten in my life.
I think his picture's still up in there.
No way, really?
Yeah. 7:54. Thank you, Bergie, for a little Dodgers baseball. Sure. Cappy, tell us about our friend. I think I got to go put on his blood pressure cuff that he gave me as a gift. The great Avner Gatt.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Avner Gatt is great. Real true story. So Rachel and I bought this house together. What a disaster this thing has turned
money
into.
pit.
Wait, you ready for this? No, this is a true story. Last week, it was Thursday night. About 10 o'clock at night, I get a call from one of the neighbors. We don't live in the house, you know. The house needs to be completely redone. And the neighbor calls and goes, hey, I don't know what's going on at your house, but there is like a waterfall coming off your roof. I'm like, what? So, dude, I go running over to the house.
Oh, my God.
I go running over to the house.
Scott!
It's like a rainstorm is coming out of the house. Dude, I got to go up the stairs to the roof. I'm drenched because the water is running off the roof. I get up to the top of the roof. There's 3-4 inches of water.
What happened?
There was a leak from a burst pipe.
Oh, my God.
A pipe
Did he
burst
spit?
up at the top of the house, and water was just everywhere. So this guy's trying to talk me into how to turn the water off. So I go into everything in the house.
And you're like not handy
I'm like,
at
dude,
all.
I'm not handy. This is not what I do, bro. You want to talk about the Dodgers? You want to talk about the Rams? I'm your guy, right? He winds up telling me, you got to go out into the street.
Yeah.
You got to find a screwdriver.
Yeah.
You got to go to where the water thing is.
Yeah.
Lift up the thing. He goes, but be careful because there's going to be muchas cucarachas coming out of the water, right? Now,
I buried those cockroaches.
I got to go and put my hand in like 12 inches of water, cockroaches everywhere, and I got to try and turn the thing. So this is like going on.
My God, that's amazing.
And, dude, by the next few days.
It's like an Indiana Jones movie.
It's like cutting the roof, cutting the ceiling, removing the carpet. I said to Rachel, Rachel, we must call
You
Avner
didn't do an
Gatt.
inspection at this house?
We did.
Not a very good one.
No.
Apparently.
We did. We bought the house as is. We did. Okay. So here's the thing. I said to Rachel, we got to call Avner Gatt immediately. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256 because we got to talk to the insurance company because this is like major, major damage.
Yeah.
You know, but the question always is this something we should be going to the insurance company with, or is this something we should not be going to the insurance company with? Because then you take the risk of not being insured. And Avner will tell you the straight up truth.
Yeah.
Because he knows the policy.
After he says hello.
Hello. 818-917-5256. If you have a burst water supply, if you got a toilet overflow, if you've got a sprinkler system that all of a sudden, goes haywire on you, if you've got all these problems like we got right now, you call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your man, you call. He says, hello. AvnerGatt.com. Your claim is our game.
Thank you.
Kirk Morrison coming, right?
Yeah, Kirk Morrison at 8:05.
I need somebody to help me make excuses for the Raiders.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:57 in the morning.
He will.
Plus, it's time for the morning roll call. 877-710-ESPN. If you're a Raiders fan.
Yeah, where are you?
And you want to tell Sedano and all of us that we're rooting for the Chargers to eat a fat one this morning, eat a fat one, bro. Do it. 877-710-ESPN. We'll do that next, and then we'll do Kirk Morrison on a Tuesday. A live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence right here. Smile, it's Tuesday. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles isn't just a local favorite? They're ranked one of the best pediatric hospitals in the country by U.S. News & World Report. With nearly 17,000 surgeries a year, they handle more complex procedures than any other hospital in Southern California. That's Major League experience right in our backyard. And when it comes to your child's health, CHLA is playing in a league of their own. Visit chla.org to learn more today.
Hey, it's Mace. College football is back, and there's no better place to catch every heart-pounding moment than Cosm. This isn't just a sports bar. It's your front row pass to the future of fandom. Feel the tackles, the touchdowns, and game day glory like never before with Cosm shared reality displays. Step into the Dome, an immersive 3-level experience that puts you right on the field, or rally with your friends in the hall where every game is on all at once. Don't just watch college football, live it. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. I'll see you there.
Every drive ends with an opportunity to save at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Right now, you can take advantage of 1.9% financing for 63 months on a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek, or 2.9% financing for 48 months on a new 2025 Subaru Forester. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance. Not all buyers or vehicles will qualify, plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. $0 security deposit. Offers do not combine and are not available on previous purchases. See dealer for complete details. Expires 9/30/2025.
Ontario, the wait is over. The biggest party in minor league baseball is on Thursday, September 8th at Ontario Town Square. DeMarco and Travis will broadcast the afternoon show live from 3 to 6 p.m., leading up to the unveiling of Ontario's new team name and mascot. The celebration kicks off at 5:30 with host Mario Lopez, live performances, Dodgers legends, and a drone show. Don't miss that. Don't miss it this Thursday. Find out more information at ESPNLA.com. 7:59, we're back in 1 minute.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
Hey, it's Mace. Listen up, people. We are taking the show on the road to my favorite spot in the home, but the song of the summer, Total Wine and More. Join Mason and Ireland, the Laker girls, and a special appearance by Big Game James Worthy at Total Wine and More in Beverly Hills this Friday, September 19th from noon to 3. We'll be at Total Wine and More, 9527 West Pico Boulevard at Pico in Beverly. See you Friday, September 19th at noon at Total Wine and More in Beverly Hills.
And love what you find.
Drink responsibly, B21. A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, Madonna.
8:02, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this day back in 2000, the number one hit, Madonna.
Music.
This is when she came back.
This is a good song.
And had like a
Real
massive hit. This was number one for like 77 weeks.
Dude, it's an amazing song.
Is this up-tempo enough for you, Captain?
Good. I'm down with this.
Have you ever seen Madonna in concert?
No.
I have.
I don't
She's
think I have.
excellent.
No,
I mean, I don't know what she's like now, but the show was incredible. I mean, this is obviously, the Sphere. Her in the Sphere would be probably sick.
You just did the Iron Man there. You went her in the Sphere.
Because her visuals for her concerts were always ridiculous. So I would imagine you put her in the Sphere, even if it's just one night or two nights, like people would go and pay top dollar.
How old do we think Madonna is right now?
She's got to be in her 60s, late 60s.
I think she's 70 now, isn't
Her
she?
and Pete Carroll got the Werther's Originals.
Oh, wow.
By the way, you're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station, 803. Time for the morning roll call, brought to you by who, Joy?
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Okay, we start with Gio in Redondo. Gio, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. First off, I love you. Thank you for everything that you do. And Gino can suck a fat one. And Cappy, call your people and bring on Shedeur Sanders. We need them.
Oh, very much.
Wow.
Thank you, Gio.
Well, hey, Gio, listen, truth be told, I think we all knew that Gino is kind of a stopgap.
Yeah.
But I think if we watch last night, we see the Charger defense, we know that the Raiders better start preparing for the future with a young superstar type quarterback. It's supposed to be a quarterback-rich class coming up because
I don't know how I feel about that. As someone who does college football, I don't know how good this class actually is going to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I'll tell you this right now.
But I'm saying that in a way that I would pause on this supposed to be some quarterback-rich class.
Fair point.
Pause, Cappy,
but here's
pause.
the thing. Bo Nix, young up-and-coming guy.
Herbert is
already
starting to hit his prime. Yeah.
Herbert. Mahomes is a legend.
Yeah.
So you've got the oldest and you've got the worst of the four of them.
Yeah.
And yes, he's an upgrade to Gardner Minshew, but last night was a disaster. In fact, how about that last play on 4th down? He throws the ball out of bounds. Like, bro, what are you doing?
That's the one you take the shot down the field and see what happens, right?
All right, Kirk Morrison in just a moment. One more call here on the morning roll call. Daniel in L.A. Good morning, Daniel.
Hello. So just a little smoked about the Raiders and all that. We realized that our O-line is essentially a junior version of the Bengals. And then, of course, we get Gino, who's now washed up. Maybe if Hunter Renfrow was still a Raider, maybe we could help out like DJ Metcalf when he was in Seattle. But the realization that even with a quote-unquote solid quarterback coming in, as Gino now becoming all washed after yesterday's game, it's no different from AOC and Gardner Minshew the last couple of years as a Raider fan. So I'll gladly suck today. I'll gladly suck. I'll take the badge of honor today.
Yeah, you got to suck it today. You can't help it. You know?
You don't have to say, yeah, you got to suck it. You can
You
left
do.
it
I mean, as a Raider fan, you just got to suck it. You know what I mean?
No. Please stop saying that.
Why?
Up. Use the word up.
Yeah.
At the end.
Because it's just
suck it up.
Suck it up.
All right. Well,
just
that
lick
too.
it all up and suck it up.
Lick it up and then suck it up. Okay. We'll do all of
806.
it.
Good morning. Kirk Morrison is Lindsay is efforting him right now.
No, we need him. We need Kirk Morrison today because honestly, as a very positive person in life, I could find positives from last night's game.
I tried to tell you guys both in the preseason that it's going to be the same old song. Oh, do worry, same song, same
It's just the same
song.
old song. All around the world.
Same song, Kirk
It's just the
Morrison.
same old song.
Kirk Morrison.
Work with me.
Welcome to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. The Raider himself, Raider broadcaster, of course, ESPN college football, friend of the program. I bring you to hug you into my bosom.
Oh, wow.
On a day where I tried to tell you this was going to be the same song, Kirk Morrison.
No, it's not the same song. It's a different album. All right, the other Pete Carroll album is a little bit different, but last night was not good, everybody. It was just not good. I was upset. I was furious because I didn't think that we played our best football last night, and it showed on the national TV, on the national scene. You can't do that in this league. You can't play the way they did offensively. I thought defensively they were fine. They did okay. I mean, the Chargers made a couple plays here and there, but Geno Smith has to protect the football a lot better than what he did last night.
Yeah, but Kirk, listen, we're going to all blame Geno Smith because it's an easy thing to do. Blame the quarterback, 3 interceptions. But if we were to really start breaking this thing down, the offensive line, not good at all. The running game had little flashes, but they went way away from it later in the game. You have a 19-play drive that takes up 11 minutes, and you come away with 3 points. You have 57 drop an interception that could have changed things as well. I mean, I could just keep penalties, etc. I could keep going on and on and on. And yet, shockingly, the Raiders were still not out of this game down 20-9. They weren't out of it when they were down 17-6. So, I mean, I could just pick apart all day. What do you think of all this?
Well, this is where I throw my coaching hat on, Cap. Because I go to my team this morning and I show them that film and say, is that us? Look at this performance. Is that us? These are all correctable things. It's not like this team just flat out got beat last night. They gave the game away. You mentioned it. 3 interceptions from Geno. Jermaine Pratt, 57, drops an interception. Remember, a 3rd and 5, and Jordan Meredith, the center, can't even snap the ball back to Geno.
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, these are all correctable things. You just have to execute at the right moment, and they didn't do that last night. And look, terrific job. I give Greg Roman a ton of props, the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. He dialed up an outstanding route for Quentin Johnston. Well, look, Quentin Johnston has turned into Calvin Johnson in like the last, 6 months? I don't know who Quentin Johnston is now because he's amazing for the Chargers. And then you let Justin Herbert get out of the pocket, which we just obviously didn't see a week ago what he did to the Chiefs, because he did the same thing to us, and he only does it 2 or 3 plays, but those 2 or 3 plays changed the game, and he hit Keenan Allen in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. I'm telling my guys, look, this is all correctable. This is all fixable, but it's on us to have to consistently execute, play in and play out. We're not good enough right now to overcome those types of mistakes. So that's why we have to stay on point. That's what I'll be telling my team today.
Yeah, listen, I get it. This team also has gotten the best of you now, 3 straight wins by double digits. And Justin Herbert is starting to become that dude because they can protect him now. The Raiders, I got only 6 pressures on him on 32 dropbacks yesterday. You know this, Kirk. The lines of scrimmage are the thing we talk about the least in football, but it is by far, to me, the most important aspect of this. And the Raiders' lines of scrimmage was not better than the Chargers. The Chargers were the superior lines of scrimmage on both sides all game, the entire night.
I wouldn't say superior. That's a big word to use in this situation. I would say they were better last night in certain scenarios. I think what I'm really upset about is that the Raiders didn't really take advantage of Khalil Mack going out in the first quarter.
Right.
You got a Hall of Fame player who gets hurt in the first quarter, and yet I thought the Chargers defensive front was able to take away the running game. Look, before the game, I talked to Navarro Bowman. He's the linebacker coach for the Chargers, guy who I played alongside a couple times, and just one of my linebacker brethren. And the way that Deion Henley is playing at linebacker number 0, like that dude last night took over that football game. And he had Geno in Fitz. He had the run game in Fitz of the Raiders because he was just playing on their side of the line of scrimmage. That's the part that I think, not necessarily the defensive front, George, but it was the linebackers, how active they are. Look, my guy Tony Jefferson, I'm exiting the league. He's entering the league, and he's still in the league, year 13, and he made an interception last night on Geno. I just thought they just played a game in which everybody made their plays. That's all it is. When you make your plays in the run game when they're there to be made, they made them. They made the interceptions. The ball bounces in the air because Geno got greedy. Guess what? They picked them where the Raiders didn't pick their opportunity. Didn't pick off their opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that really bothered me about Geno, I can live with the first interception. I'll call it a little fluky. Ball gets bounced up in the air. I can live with that one. Honestly, I can even live with the second one where he throws the ball deep, and it kind of serves as a punt, and you take your risk. I don't love it, but I can live with it. It's the third interception, Kirk, because you're down 20-9. And if you don't, if you score a touchdown, the game goes on. Even if you don't and you kick the field goal, it's 20-12, and you're still only down by 1 score. That was a really bad throw. You see Derwin James, stay away from that guy. That was the one that really gets to me. So here's the reality, unfortunately. Do the Raiders have a better, more experienced, more professional quarterback this year than they have had in years past? Yes. But they also have the oldest and the worst of the 4 in the division, and that's an unfortunate reality, and it's probably something we knew going into the season.
Well, I think you always knew it was going to be a roller coaster with Geno. You just want to see the consistency. He's a guy that's going to press the ball down the field. That's just who Geno is. Going into the season, you knew the Raiders were going to try to press the ball down the field. Even Pete Carroll said it after the game, like, we got to hit some throws underneath. And Kathy, when you get a second, watch that route combination again. I love Brock Bowers. He's my guy. Brock in his prime. But, man, he was playing on one leg last night. And if you watch the route that he had on that interception, he was almost a decoy, but he could barely move. And so basically the safety said, okay, I'm going to stay on top. And that's what happened. Derwin James was an all-pro, made an unbelievable play. I give him all the credit in the world. Unbelievable play. But I thought Geno tried to tried to score 11 points on one throw.
Yeah.
And you have to say, you know what? If they defense did great job by Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator for the Chargers, just take the underneath. And like you said, Daniel Carlson, I mean, every kicker's kicking from 50 yards anyway. So you at least take the three and give your defense one more opportunity to get a stop so you can go score for the win.
Yeah. And, the other thing is that the Raiders had so many chances. Like, I know it just looks like the Chargers crushed them, and they won by 11 points. But, there were opportunities. Like, the Chargers decided to go for it on a fourth down, and they fumble the ball, and the Raiders recover it. And they've got good field position, and they can't do anything.
Right, because the Chargers' defense is really good.
No, there's no doubt. The Chargers' defense is good, and the Raiders' offensive line isn't good. And here's the other thing. The Ashton Genty, there were a couple of moves in that game where you're like, okay, now we're starting to see Ashton Genty. Kirk, I said yesterday to George, he has to carry the ball 22 times for about 80 yards, and they got to control the clock. He carried the ball 11 times for 43 yards. What happened late in the game where it just seemed, I don't know if it was a missed block early that had him out of the game. I'm not sure what happened, but Ashton Genty, they went completely away from the guy.
Yeah. Did you watch that first sack by Khalil Mack?
I did. I did. I understand. But he's a rookie. I get it.
He's a rookie, but when you get the quarterback sack, you get the quarterback hit, you're going to be out of the pass pro. So they enter Zamir White and even Dylan Lobby, who's the third down running back. You got to be able to block in this league.
And it makes you more predictable. It makes you more predictable when you know he can't block, and when he's in the game, you're probably going to run.
He's got to go put his face in the fire. Right? And look, it's going to happen over time, but he can't sit back. And then there's another clip out there that's viral right now with Geno, who's kind of scrambling, when he was kind of running around doing his Caleb Williams impersonation. And Ashton Genty's kind of just looking around like, what do I do? What do I do? So that is something that will be talked about this week. He didn't have any fourth quarter carries. And that, to me, tells you a lot. The week before over in New England, he had 10 of them.
Yeah.
So the Raiders' game plan was just all the way different. I always say this, George. Ashton Genty's a 20-5 guy. Not 20 points, 5 rebounds, but I think he's a 20 carry, 5 reception guy.
Yeah.
That should be his norm every single week.
Agreed.
And last night they couldn't get to it because they got off track. First play of the game, you throw an interception. I thought they got off script too quickly.
Yeah.
And that's why they were trying to play catch up the entire time.
Well, we'll see. I think Pete Carroll brings a level of competence, but they're not better than the other teams in the division. That's just my opinion.
They're
now,
not.
Let me ask you this, Kirk, before we let you go. Couple of quick college football questions on the way out. And you and Mike have done a great job this year on ESPN2 on that 3:30, 4 o'clock game.
I got to talk to you later, George. I heard about you throwing out these Tony White.
No, that's what I was going to ask you. So 2 things. You can answer them quickly.
Yeah.
What do you think about Tony White to UCLA, and also how real is USC?
We'll see this week with USC. I'll start there first. We'll see. They got a Michigan State team with an outstanding quarterback in Childs, so I can't wait to see him come to the Coliseum. This is their first real matchup. I like John Smith's crew. So they'll be tested against the Spartans. And now we'll get to see them. This ain't Georgia Southern or what is it, one of those direct
Missouri State.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Right, We'll learn about the Trojans this week, and then Purdue last week. Come on, man, let's go. We'll learn more about the Trojans this week, and I'll have a better answer for you next week. In terms of UCLA, Tony White definitely is up there, but I would love to see UCLA have to bring in someone who can work with less. I mean, this is a program right now that does not have the same resources as the other schools, not only in the Big Ten or even like USC. And so right now they're in a bad conference for what they're trying to accomplish. Basketball and softball and baseball, UCLA is fine. But if you're trying to play in a big boy league with football and you don't have the same capabilities of putting together a roster, that's what happened. If someone asks you right now what's wrong with UCLA, is that they try to pay $1.5 million to Nico Iamaleava to uplift a roster that's just not very good. That's not a Big Ten roster. That's a old Pac-12 or maybe the new Pac-12 roster. So what do I say?
So you think they need to? So you think that UCLA needs to find like their Brent Key, their Fran Brown, their Dave Clawson, their Bill Snyder type, someone like that.
They got to find someone who has an authoritative, I think, talk, but also can work with less. Okay, you're going to have to work with less. You don't have these, George. You know how these budgets are around.
Oh no, the commitment to football.
UCLA ain't got that budget.
The commitment to football is fairly non-existent, honestly.
I think you're right, though, Kirk. Exactly. I think what you do is if you're UCLA, you go like this. You go, hey guys, we like being in the Big Ten for all the other sports, but can we go back to the Pac, whatever it's going to be called for football? Because we think when we play against San Diego State and Boise State and San Jose State and every other Washington State, Oregon State. We fit over there. We don't fit over here with Michigan and Ohio State and all these others. We don't fit over here.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
By the way, let me jump in here. Kirk, it's Morales. I used to call you Sleepy Time Kirk because you were so laid back. I love this Kirk Morrison. Morning time Kirk, fresh off the plane. You're kicking butt. I love the energy, baby.
Well, listen, Kirk, we will have you on.
I appreciate it.
We will have you on again next week if you're available. We always love having you on. Congratulations on the Raider gig. I know you and I talked offline. We're super pumped for you, super happy for you. Don't take any of the stuff I say about the Raiders personally because it's not about you. You know that.
Oh, never that, baby.
All right, we love you, brother. Thank you for the time. There it is,
the same old song.
Oh, he's playing the same song on the way out.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Very nice.
All right, Cappy, let's talk Prize Picks here, and then we'll get to the Cap 10. Listen, you want action in the state of California, Prize Picks is a place to be. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play. Get you a $50 bonus. Prize Picks is simple, man. More or less, there's a stat line for every individual player in every sport imaginable. So in football, for example, passing yards, receiving yards, rushing yards, etc. You go more or less on those particular stat lines. You bundle a couple together, you can win cold hard cash.
Yeah, last night, man, I had Baker Mayfield to pass for less. Actually, I've had him to pass for more than 230.5 passing yards. He only passed for 215. I had C.J. Stroud. They had a discount on C.J. Stroud, so I played him at more than 202.5 passing yards. He got to 207. But it just killed me because I had Ashton Genty last night to have a touchdown. All he needed to do was have a touchdown. And I figured, you know what? If the Raiders are in this game, Genty's going to be a guy who's going to score. Didn't happen for me. I did have Geno Smith, though, George, running for his life at more than 4.5 rush attempts. He did get to 5. And I did have Justin Herbert to throw an interception. Herbert. It hit number 57 right in the hands. Come on, bro. So listen.
Oh, yeah, Cappy was really upset last night when that happened.
Right. I was like, dude, that's an easy win for me on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in free lineups. We're going to have so much fun together all season long playing Prize Picks. And by the way, when you make your picks, send them to me. Tweet them to me at Scott Kaplan. Instagram them. DM me at Scott Kaplan. Ron the Caddy, thank you for all of your great picks. And let's win some money together, everybody, with Prize Picks.
Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
That's on me. I jumped in too quickly. 8:21. Good morning. The Sedano Kap Morning Show. Coming up, we've got Cap 10. We've got Radio Tinder. And, of course, at 9 o'clock, the YouTube-only hour at ESPN Los Angeles. Smile. It's Tuesday. Sucker. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
East Central Hotel, the official downtown home away from home for Cappy and Morales. EastCentralHotel.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Vodka, America's #1 potato vodka. Smooth, creamy, no burn, made from non-GMO potatoes and gluten-free with no added sugar, just 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Yes, indeed. Mason and Ireland are taking the show live to Total Wine and More in Beverly Hills. Meet the Laker girls, plus a special appearance from Big Game James Worthy. It's all happening this Friday, September 19th, starting at noon at 9527 West Pico Boulevard. Don't miss the energy, the stars, and the fun. See you Friday at Total Wine and More in Beverly Hills. Sedano and Kap Morning Show back in 2 minutes from right now.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Chris Morales here. Addiction to opioids and stimulants can strip away the things that make you uniquely you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at choosechangeca.org.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:25. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. So he's a ballad guy, but this one kicked a little bit.
Richard Marx.
Happy 61st birthday to Richard Marx. Those endless summer nights.
Do you think he sells the mullet?
I don't think so. But I will tell you this.
God, it'd be great if he did.
Once at the Grove in Anaheim, this is like 20 years ago, I was seeing a private show with Michael Bolton, one of my faves, as you know.
Yep.
And he said, guys, I got a special guest. And here came Richard Marx out. And they did a duet of this song.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You talk about 6 to midnight.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Also,
Richard Marx.
Today's National Play-Doh Day.
Play-Doh?
Oh, I loved Play-Doh as a kid.
Who didn't?
It's like to put it in like those little machines, like, you know, they have like
Yeah,
meat
yeah,
processors.
yeah.
You know,
Ice
they
cream.
come out little
A grinder,
strings.
yeah.
Grinder? Hit the NFL music, would you please, Jorge? Radio
right.
Tinder in just a moment, but now.
Yeah.
By the way, on our picks,
Yeah.
you know who's number one thanks to the Chargers?
Me?
You.
Me.
What? Yeah.
With 19 points so far after 2 weeks.
Look at that.
Yeah.
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 Thanks to your Chargers. But it is time for the Kap 10.
Look at
this
that.
is the 10 rankings based on Cappy's opinion. He'll remind you many times, because it's a crappy list, what his 10 picks are. And we start at number 10. Let's hear from Mitch Holthus, please.
1st and 10, Chiefs empty backfield, 3-2, left to right at the Eagles 13. Chiefs down 4, 2:52 to go in the half. Mahomes looking left all the way, now moves to the right, holds the ball in his hand, gets a downfield block, 10, 5, Mahomes diving for the near front pylon, touchdown, Kansas Kansas City on a 13-yard scramble by Mahomes. He's back to his White House Wildcat days, running the football, and the Chiefs have their first lead of the game.
Great call.
Mahomes.
But bad game for the Chiefs.
Well, here's the thing. The Chiefs are 0-2. We all understand that. And I've got them in my rankings as number 10.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to give up on the Chiefs.
Right.
Because they're at home. They're playing against the Super Bowl champs who they lost to in the Super Bowl. And it's one play that changes that game. If Travis Kelce catches that ball and the Chiefs take the lead, we may be talking about a completely different result. So here's for me. At 0-2,
Mahomes
I'm not giving up on the Chiefs yet.
By the way, it's the first time Patrick Mahomes has ever lost 3 straight games.
Right.
If you go back to the Super Bowl.
Yep, that's right.
In his career. Yeah.
How's it feel, Cappy?
It feels fine. I don't
Okay.
really care that much. But again, I'm not
No,
giving
here's
up
why
on
you
the
care.
Chiefs.
Because if the Chiefs are done,
Right.
if their
That's
dynasty's
bad.
over,
Right. The
those Chargers are
yeah,
moving right
I know.
up.
Right.
We're
That's
moving
exactly
right up
right.
to number 9 on the Cap 10. Let's hear the voice of the Cowboys, Brad Sham.
Good operation. 46. The kick. Wins the game. Butter. Extra butter. Cowboys win in overtime. 40-37. Aren't you glad you paid attention to this game?
That's 105.3 The Fan in Dallas.
Butter. People will hear this and they'll go, wait, you've got the Cowboys as number 9 in the league?
Yeah,
Well,
and the Chiefs at 10.
It's a week-to-week list.
It's fluid.
It is a
It's
week-to-week
the Cap
list.
10.
It's the Cap 10.
Remember, this is not like
Is
everybody
this because
else.
of Aubrey, like the kicker?
So I wanted to hear
Yeah.
the 64-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Because to me, that was one of the most amazing things, that it's not just that he made it, it's that he blasted it and that it was well within his range.
You know that he's made 4 kicks of 60-plus yards, which is tied with Brett Maher for the most in NFL history.
I did not know that. I did not know that Brett Maher had 4 of them.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, dude, if you kicked a 60-yard field goal, it was legendary.
Yeah.
Now it's within everybody's range. The Cowboys played such an exciting game that most of the country saw against the Giants. So I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be good, but right now, through 2 weeks, they're okay.
And here's another nugget for you. Hold on, I got a nugget.
I didn't know you had a nugget.
Okay,
We should have a sign when you have a nugget. You do this. You put the whirly bird in the air.
Okay.
That's like Sedano's nugget sign.
Oh dear.
Who do you think are the best 3 quarterbacks in regards to win percentage against their own division?
I think
you already mentioned one.
I would say Mahomes.
Right, he's number 1 at 854 winning percentage against his division.
Okay, now I
This is since the merger of 70.
I suspect you're going to tell me Dak Prescott based on what we're talking
Number 2 on that list.
Okay.
791 win percentage, 34-9.
Wow.
Against the NFC East.
Okay, and who's the third?
Tom Brady.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
Yeah, 98 and 27, 784.
Especially given how bad his division was for so many years.
Right. That's crazy, huh? But Dak against the Hello.
Tom Brady.
Tom
Brady. 2, 3.
You should throw the ball 3 times.
That's
coach.
On this drive.
That's how
an
many
amazing bit.
facelifts he's had.
That's an amazing bit.
Tom Brady the vampire.
We move to number 8, and let's hear from Dan Campbell after the game when they suffocated the Chicago Bears.
Now, there's nothing like getting your first win of the season and playing better than we did last week. A lot freaking better. I bet we go through the tape, we're going to say communication was better, the execution was better, everybody was on point, and we won a lot of one-on-ones. We won a ton of them. That's what the tape's going to say. There's a lot to clean up, and we will clean it up. We believe in us. We're the ones who put in the work. It's like they forgot that we're fighters, all right? That's win number 1.
All right.
We believe in us.
We do. Dan Campbell and the Lions. Look, everybody thought, hey, the Lions after week 1, they get smashed. They got ham-slammed
Yeah.
Oh, a
by
ham slam.
Green Bay. But you know what? Detroit comes back in week 2. I don't think Chicago's very good, but getting the win, crushing them. And by the way, you think about last night how the Chargers did not score late in the game when they could have. Same goes for the Rams, what they could have done against the Tennessee Titans. Dan Campbell and the Lions decided this was like Oklahoma 1980. Dude, they were going to smash the Bears, and they did.
So I have another nugget here. The Lions, following a loss since week 9 of 2022, that's when they made their big turnaround. Remember, they made that big push at the end of that year? 11-0 after a loss, number 1 in the National Football League, 32 points per game, after a loss, number 1 in the National Football League, and holding opponents to just over 15 points a game, also number 1.
Detroit is in the Cap 10.
We
at number
believe
8.
in us.
We do. We do believe in us. That
All
should
right,
be our
next.
show. That should be our whole philosophy of the show.
We believe in us.
We believe in us.
At number 7, we heard Kevin Carlin's call yesterday.
Kevin Carlin?
I did like the
Kevin
Ireland.
Carlin. Who's he?
Let's hear. Is this Kevin Harlan again? Let's hear the CBS
It
call.
is. Cap loves this one.
Okay, let's
I
hear it
shortened it a little, though.
Sanchez will hold. And the kick is no good. Denver's going to win. Denver's going to win.
Oh, is there a penalty down in the middle of the field? Right by the center.
Oh, my goodness. It is against Denver.
Personal foul. Leverage. Defense number 96.
That's a huge.
Oh, my goodness.
That is a huge
Automatic
penalty.
first down.
Now it is a 45-yard field goal with no time left. This for the win. Spencer Schrader. It's good, and the Colts have won. Oh, my goodness.
The Indianapolis Colts are on the Cap 10 this week at number 7. They're 2-0. And the reason I've got them on here, because it was a very controversial win. I've gone back and watched the tape like 10 times. I still think the call sucks. I hate what the referees do to this game. But you know what? The Colts have come from out of nowhere. I didn't have a lot of confidence in Daniel Jones. I did in Jonathan Taylor. But you know what? The Colts are a good early season story. They're 2-0, and the Colts are in the Cap 10 at number 7.
So 2 things on the Colts. A, they're only the 4th team in the Super Bowl era to have consecutive games of no punts. Okay, 4th team in the Super Bowl era.
Amazing.
And thus far this season, they've had 17 offensive possessions. They've scored a touchdown or a field goal on 14 of those, which is the highest rate by any team in the first 2 games since 1980.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a good Sedano nugget. We
Yeah,
moved
good
to number
nugget.
6. Now, you would think being 2-0 in your division would get you a little better than 6, but what are you going to do? Let's hear from NFL Mundo.
Viene carga. Herbert no puede anticipar, no puede lanzar. Alargando la jugada. El pase. Touchdown! Keenan Allen.
Herbert. So you wanted it, you got it. You guys all criticized me last year and said you'll never put the Chargers in because of your hatred for the Chargers. I put them in last week until Morales and Sedano decided to take them out. But and who knows if they even stay, because maybe Morales and Sedano will take them out this week. You wanted the Chargers, you got the Chargers. Dominant performance last night, made Geno Smith look stupid, okay? Took away the running game completely from the Raiders. The Raiders look like old school Raiders. Penalties, turnovers, ugly, sloppy play. The Chargers go on the road in what last night was actually a very pro-Raider crowd, and the Chargers get it done. They're 2-0. They're in the Cap 10 at number 6.
Well,
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
I mentioned to Kirk Morrison, they only pressured Herbert on 6 of his 32 dropbacks yesterday. By the way, one of those was a blitz, and they still didn't get to pressure him.
Terrible.
And speaking of which, Herbert 7 of 10 for 91 yards against the blitz and a touchdown. 74% completion percentage.
Did you see
Crazy.
the opposite side of that, which was Geno was like 0 for 11 with passes over 10 yards? 0 for 11.
Yeah.
Anytime he tried to throw the ball past 10 yards.
10 yards.
0 for
Defense
11.
is really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Cappy.
Just win, baby.
Yeah, just win. Just win, Mr.
Go ahead,
Davis.
Cappy.
All right, we're at
Number 5. Let's hear from Lamar Jackson.
The Ravens lead it 34-10. Lamar from the gun will throw. Lofts it near sideline, looking for Hopkins. End zone. That's a good one. Touchdown, DeAndre Hopkins, and they're not going to overrule that one.
He has great hands.
It's unbelievable. And Lamar clearly trusts him, because Lamar just put a loft on that ball and then lets Hopkins make the move on the ball.
Did you see how he got on top of the DB? As soon as he got on top of the DB, he cut him off. That's what great receivers do. You don't let the receiver get back, or the DB get back in position to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, that's sleepy over there at the Ravens
That really
Radio
was.
Network. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Listen, the Baltimore Ravens, we all know what happened in week 1 when they went to Buffalo. They had that game. They fell apart. They lost that game. I still think Baltimore is one of the true Super Bowl contenders of the AFC. They destroyed the Browns last week. Sorry, baseball. 41-17. Lamar Jackson threw 4 touchdowns. And the Ravens are in the Cap 10 at number 5.
You mentioned the Geno Smith stat, right? 0 for 11.
Geno Smith!
passes that went over 10 yards. Well, Lamar in this game, 7 for 11, 140 yards, and 3 touchdowns on those same passes of 10 or more yards.
Time for number 4 of the Cap 10.
Time for number 4, and we go to JB Wong and the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
Big moment here. 3rd and 5 in the red zone. A field goal, and it's still a one-score game. A touchdown, and the Rams are in the driver's seat. Big blitz coming. Stafford heaves from his heels. It's Devontae. It's a touchdown. Back right pylon. Adams first as a Ram. Touchdown, LA. How about the guts from Stafford to hang in and hit the fadeaway?
Now that's how you do play-by-play.
Nice job.
Was a dime.
Way to go, JB.
Was a dime.
Way to go, JB. Hey, look, the Rams. You know, a lot of people are going to say to me, dude, that's way too high for the Rams. What have they really done? They beat Houston, who's now 0-2. They went on the road and they beat a rookie quarterback in Tennessee. But I said it to you yesterday. I'm more bullish on the Rams after 2 weeks than I was even going into the season. The way Stafford can distribute the ball, the multiple running backs in different styles. I love what Devontae Adams did this past week. I thought also Davis Allen and that touchdown that he scored from the tight end position. I'm more bullish on the Rams, and you may think the Rams are too high, but I'm here to tell you the Rams are a real Super Bowl contender, and they're a top 3 team right now in the NFC.
All right, so
touchdown, LA!
Real quick on Puka Nacua, by the way, who had a touchdown early in that game. He has 202 receptions, second most for a player in his first 30 games in NFL history, trailing only Odell Beckham Jr.
All right.
Nice. That's a good Sedano nugget.
Yes, sir.
We move to number 3. Let's hear from WGR in Buffalo.
The Bills are right back in 13 personnel. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. It's another handoff. Cook going to cut it back through a hole. Dodges a defender. Up and out the gate to the races. Down to the 20. 10, 5. Touchdown, James Cook. 44 big ones for the score. The Bills offense wearing down the Jets D. Some missed tackles there. And James Cook was out the gate, and it was taillight time.
And that's why you stick with the run game. When you have a defense that you're continuing to wear down in the first half, you miss a tackle. James Cook can take it to the house. There he gets out of a guy.
They should have ended that game as soon as they flipped the coin.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, my God. The Bills just annihilated the Jets.
Bills beat up on the Jets 30-10. And look, the Bills make that spectacular comeback and win against the Ravens at home in week 1. Now they're 2-0, and granted, the Jets are no good. But the Bills, even though these are not 2 division wins, these are 2 wins in the AFC, and the 1 win was a potential AFC championship matchup against Baltimore. Buffalo, to me, right now, top team in the AFC, and they're number 3 in the Cap 10.
Yeah, I mean, listen, look at what they did to Justin Fields. He had a QBR, I know he got hurt, 1.1.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's how good the defense was.
Good as
I mean,
it was an ERA.
Yeah, right. It's great as an ERA.
Yeah.
Yes, great point.
All right, time for number 2. We head to Wayne Larrivee, WIXX, Green Bay.
9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Packers leading by 7. Jacobs to the right side of Love in the shotgun slot left. And faking the handoff. Love rolls right, throws end zone.
Oh, he's got him.
Kraft, touchdown! And a Lambeau leap to the north end zone. Stands a beat Will Harris on a beautiful play fake by Jordan Love. Tucker Kraft, 8-yard touchdown reception.
So the Green Bay Packers are number 2 in the Cap 10 this week. They beat the Commanders 27-18. It was Thursday night, September 11th. So from Thursday until here Tuesday, you might have forgotten what they did. But everybody is so hyped on the Packers, especially since they got Micah Parsons and what he's brought to that defense. I know people are super bullish on the Packers right now as a real Super Bowl contender from the NFC. They're not the best team in the NFC, but they're number 2 right now in the Cap 10.
Well, and Vegas has them at number 2 after the Micah Parsons trade, narrowly behind the Eagles as far as the odds are concerned.
Time for number 1, and we head to Merrill Reese, 94 WIP in Philadelphia.
Now there's motions on the near side of the field on Hunt. Back goes Mahomes. He fires. It's intercepted on a deflection. There's the turnover. Intercepted by Makuba. Down the far sideline he goes, all the way across the 40. There is the interception that could change this game dramatically.
What a big play. This is huge.
And that interception did change the game dramatically. Philadelphia, Super Bowl champions. Great win in week 1. Week 2 on the road in Kansas City on a natural grass surface in a hostile environment. Granted, the weather is fine, but Philadelphia on the road. And, it's one of those things where you say if they played 10 times, they'd each win 5 games. Well, Philadelphia now has a 2-0 advantage over Kansas City. It was a very close game. Everything turned on that Travis Kelce play.
Yeah.
But Philadelphia, as your defending Super Bowl champions, and until somebody knocks them off right now, they are number 1 in the Cap 10.
Excellent stuff from Philadelphia. The best roster in the sport. But on the Chiefs real quick, 12th team to start a season 0-2 after reaching the Super Bowl in the previous season. The only others this century were the Bengals, who lost to the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Rams, interestingly enough, in 2002. 6 of the previous 11 missed the playoffs. Only the 93 Cowboys went on to win a championship. And you may recall, if you watched the documentary, that 93 season, that was the holdout of Emmitt Smith when they started 0-2.
All right, so now let me
That's
just ask
good
everybody a
Sedano
question.
nugget knowledge.
Very good. Now let me just ask everybody a question. As we get to the end of the Cap 10.
Here we go.
Stillers, here we go.
I just really wanted to play that since you didn't have him in your Cap 10.
So listen, I know this list can be very controversial. Okay, but remember, I try and remind everybody.
I actually thought it was a pretty good list today.
I remind everybody, this is my list. This is
Chargers
the way I
should
see
be higher.
things.
Chargers should be higher.
They should be.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. Yeah. Where would you guys put the Chargers? I have Philly 1. Would you have them 1?
No.
Packers 2.
No.
Bills
I'd have them
3.
above the Ravens.
No. Okay. Rams 4. Rams 4.
Yeah.
Ravens are at 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me just remind you guys a couple of things that happened in this list that you may not have realized. Cincinnati's 2-0 did not make the list. Anybody have a problem with that?
Yeah, but they have Jake Browning as their quarterback
very good.
right now.
Okay, very good.
They're toast.
Tampa Bay is 2-0 and did not make the list.
They should have been in the top 10.
Where would
Especially
you like to
after
have Tampa
Baker's
Bay?
I mean,
performance
easily
last night.
like 8 or 9, easily.
Okay, and then
You
last
put
week,
them Cowboys
I'd
or
put them
Chiefs.
10 over the Chiefs.
Okay, wait a second. San Francisco's 2-0. They didn't make the list. You guys think San Francisco
the
should
whole
be in the top
team's hurt.
10?
I think San Francisco should have been ahead of the Cowboys.
Okay, Arizona's 2-0. You guys think Arizona should be on the list?
Maybe.
Okay, so here's the
Who's
thing.
taller, Trudell or Kyler Murray?
Oh, wow.
Trudell.
I don't care.
So here's the thing. Do you guys want – I can always adjust the list.
All right, that's
Do
no
you-
adjustment.
I want to make
We're
sure.
fine.
Do you
It's
want
your
your
list, Cap.
Because I'm just cautioning
Your list
you.
can't take 17 minutes
But
every week.
I'm cautioning you this. You ready? When Tampa Bay, if you guys wanted Tampa Bay to make the list,
Yeah.
they replaced the Chargers.
Much
Oh,
like
no.
much like Unsportsmanlike does Schefter every Tuesday. Then
Yeah.
they do a segment reacting to Schefter.
Yeah.
We should do a Cappy reaction segment.
Yeah.
Cappy react.
Real quick, by the way, I did hear Mason do the Jacob read yesterday in Spanish. You should pull that.
No way.
Oh, come on.
It was great.
Come on, man.
It was probably like around 2 o'clock-ish. It was, and he even said, "Oh, I'm speaking Spanish today." Like, it was like cultura. It caught himself off. He caught himself like in that situation, probably not realizing it was going to be in Spanish.
We'll do that in the YouTube hour.
Oh my God!
We'll play back the Mason.
Even
Ronnie
he
read.
will laugh about it, like because he caught himself in going, "Oh, I didn't realize this read was happening."
We'll do it around 9:45 when we know he's watching to try to learn how to do a radio show.
Oh, stop.
Tell us about our friend, Jacob Emrani.
Listen, you get into an accident, you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew here at 710. It's Tuesday. Maybe you're just getting over Monday, sitting in traffic right now, sipping your coffee, music on low, or maybe listening to us, hopefully. And then, bam, out of nowhere, someone rear ends you. Yeah, your neck snaps forward, your heart races, and in a split second, your whole day changes. That happened to me, and I called Jacob immediately at 844-24-JACOB. You pull over, you're shaking, maybe your car's crumpled, and then the questions start. Am I hurt worse than I feel? Who's paying for this damage? What do I even say to the insurance company? This is why Jacob Emrani steps in at the law offices of Call Jacob. Jacob has seen this story 1,000 times. He knows the overwhelming moments that you feel right now, and he knows how insurance companies are already thinking about how to pay you less or nothing at all. And that's why people say, call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. He shows up when it matters. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew at 710 sent you. Right now, lock this phone number in there, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Because when you're hurt, you need more than answers. You need protection. And Jacob doesn't get paid unless you win. He's a trusted partner of the Rams, Lakers, and LAFC because, like them, he plays to win for LA. And just like a true teammate, Jacob's got your back when your life blindsides you. So call him at 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Thank you, Sedano. 846, good morning. Radio Tinder with producer Lindsay Baseball is next in 2 minutes right here on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner.
Call Jacob. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or visit calljacob.com.
This is the Sedano Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
8:48, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show, Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. On this day in 1984, Miami Vice premiered on NBC.
Oh, Crockett and Tubbs here.
That's us.
Like a young George Sedano washing up on the shores of Miami.
By the way, remind me to tell you something about something I just showed Cappy in the YouTube out.
Okay.
Yeah, I want that.
We got to work. He needs, we're going to have to work on something for him.
I'll get Bergie to help me out with it.
Radio Tinder
Maybe
made possible.
Bergie can, yeah.
Radio Tinder made possible by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. You're going to the game with them tonight. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, they got the hardwood.
Yeah.
If you're in the market for new flooring, shop.
They're big Miami Vice fans, I'm sure.
Shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. They are, I think so. Where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624. You just got to taste it. Make sure it's good.
I would love, is this on like streaming somewhere? I would love to watch back to see if it holds up.
Yeah, I don't know if it does.
Like the original Miami Vices?
But I mean, just those, cop shows tend to hold up in some way, shape, or form, so at least better than most shows.
Or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so I don't know if you guys have gotten completely used to your new sleep schedules yet since we switched to mornings.
Well, it's been tougher this week for me because I had a rough return from Blacksburg, which is really hard to get to and from. So it was a very, up until this week, I was doing fine.
Cappy?
I actually did not sleep well at all last night.
Me neither.
And it was not the East Central or the bed or the towel that Chris washes his privates with. It was really just this whole Raider thing. Like, I was so conflicted.
Oh, give me a break.
No, seriously. Like, you guys got to understand
Look at what they're doing to you.
When you want your team to win, you don't really care about the opponent losing. You just want your team to win. See, for me, it was a two-sided deal.
What's the opposite? You want the team to lose.
Right. I wanted the Raiders to win, but I desperately wanted the Chargers to lose, so I was tossing and turning all night last night.
This is how you know that Cappy is a first-time Raider fan.
Yeah.
we
early in.
We know this. We know what happened.
Early edition.
Right.
You wouldn't have lasted any longer as a Browns fan, that's for sure.
Well, good thing my Browns fandom has come to an end.
I know. Good thing.
It's like the Night's Watch in Game of Thrones. Your watch has come to an end with the Browns.
So a study published in Neurology magazine showed that an average of it was a study over 5.6 years found that those with chronic insomnia had a 40% higher chance of developing dementia or mild cognitive impairment.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Compared to people that don't have sleep problems.
You got to sleep.
So I was going to ask you guys, how many hours per night do you sleep? Because I know that Ireland's one of those people who says that he can sleep for 2 hours and be fine. And I know that there's like some medical condition for that, but I want to know how many hours do you need to have a good night's sleep?
I need, like, for me to function properly, I need 7, like, for sure. I would love more than that. As a matter of fact, since I had a night game in Blacksburg, I slept like 10 hours the night before the game because I was just exhausted. So I'm good. Like I prefer at least 7. If I can get 8, I will. Like I'm telling you, once we are in a stage where, like, I can get back to a normal sleeping pattern, like, I'm going to go, like, to bed early. Like, once the baseball playoffs are over, Laker games will be over by, like, 9:30. I'm right to bed at that point.
Well, that's just it. I want to be asleep by 9:30. Okay, yeah. I'll take 10 o'clock because I'm a 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So that gives me about 7.5 hours. I try and have a little bit of leeway in there. But if in an ideal world I could get to bed by like 9:30 and wake up at 5:30, that would be ideal.
So, like, if the Lakers are blowing out the Charlotte Hornets by like 30 in the fourth quarter, I'm going to bed at that point.
Yeah, I realized last night that this whole Monday Night Football 7:00 p.m. kickoff is not going to work for me.
No, that was not good last night.
It was not good.
Yeah, but I get it. Would you rather that or the way they did it the last couple years where they would overlap games?
I mean, I don't know, because I feel like most of the time these Monday night games, one was better than the other one, and it didn't really matter. But I just feel like 7:00's too late. Imagine the people that are on the East Coast, like Evan, who has to do a morning show the next day.
Well, they didn't stay up to watch.
Right.
That.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
Sure, but then you got to get up even earlier then because you got to go back to watch the game, right?
Well, I'm sure they didn't watch the whole game. Like,
They
I've
watch
done
your
East Coast
condensed
mornings,
version.
and Cappy, you've done it too. You're just watching like extended highlights or whatever, and you're relying on your production staff to really help you there too.
Unless your team is playing. So, like when I was in New York and the Jets were playing a Monday Night Football game, and the game wound up going into overtime, and it didn't end until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Back then, when Monday Night Football started at 9 p.m. Eastern.
But I had to be on the air at 6 a.m. So think about that. The game ends at 1, and you're on the air at 6. I mean, you're not getting any real sleep.
You're getting like 3 or 4.
Yeah, but that's back when you used to sniff your keys.
Well, I mean, you'd have to, get to the radio station early in the morning, and there were things to sniff around at.
This is
That's
why.
for sure.
This is why I pushed for the 7 o'clock start.
Yes, it was a very.
And by
smart
the way,
move by
you're
you.
correct on that.
Very smart move by you.
Yeah, for sure. Because I get up at 2:30 now.
What?
And I start doing work. Well, because like last night, for example, I knew that I missed the game. I fell asleep like, I don't know, a little bit into the first quarter. So I knew that I was going to have to get up even earlier to make sure that, I didn't miss anything.
So how many hours do you need?
I talked to my doctor yesterday because I had been sleeping like 4 and 4. And she told me don't do that. You need to get like the full 7-8 hours at once.
Get the full 7.
Yeah,
I
think I need to start going to bed at 7.
Yeah, I think the reason I was not sleeping well last night is because I woke up and, I left my house at like 4 something in the morning, picked up Chris at 5:30 in Anaheim. And when I got done yesterday, I went back to the East Central, and I probably slept for about an hour. And I think that hour in the middle of the day kind of got me.
But to your point, as someone who has a family member suffering from early onset dementia, sleep is a real thing. Like, it is a big deal. Like,
it's important.
Sleep as much as you can on any given night.
Anybody here take anything to go to sleep?
No, but I'm talking to my doctor next week about
it.
I take like melatonin.
Okay, no, I'm talking like medication.
Oh, no.
Ambien scares me.
So let's continue this in the YouTube hour coming up at 9 o'clock. Cappy, tell us about our friends at Ocean Subaru.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that because tomorrow I am going down to Fullerton, and I'm going to be hanging out with Omar at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, and I've got my Subaru, my Outback, which I absolutely love, but I'm turning it in, and I'm going to drive what's next in the lineup of Subarus. One of the things I talk about with Subaru is kind of the toughness, the lifestyle of the vehicle. I noticed this weekend I put down the back seats because I needed to put a whole bunch of stuff in the back of the Outback, and the back of them, it's not carpeted. It's like rugged and rubber, so that if you're putting in skis or snowboards or surfboards and things are going to be wet and dirty, it's super easy to clean. You are going to love the Subaru product. And right now, you can take advantage of the 1.9% financing for 63 months on the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. I know it sounds crazy, right? It's only 1.9% financing, or there's 2.9% financing for 48 months on the brand new 2025 Subaru Forester. And for all the details, come visit our website, oceansubaruoc.com. That's oceansubaruoc.com. Or better yet, come visit us. I will be there tomorrow by probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's right on Euclid Street in Fullerton, and you can check out the huge selection of brand new and certified pre-owned Subarus. Take a drive over to Ocean Subaru and save today.
We love them. Eyes and Snacks. We're on YouTube at ESPN LA.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just don't have. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Saturday, October 25th, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now at jeffdunham.com. Don't miss Jeff Dunham.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Ever had one of these moments? You're at the checkout, heart pounding, wondering if your card's about to get declined. Or you need to hit urgent care, but payday is still days away. Or hey, maybe your weekend poker face didn't quite pay off. That's where Cash Call comes in. We'll spot you $1,000 anytime, day or night. Just apply online and we'll load the cash right to your debit card in about 10 minutes. Boom, problem solved. We charge just $50 for this loan, and you can pay it back over 12 months at $96.87 per month. Or, if you can knock it out early, you can stop the interest in its tracks. Need a quick grand? Get it now at cashcall.com. APR is 28.73%, subject to credit approval. Loans made pursuant to the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. Cashcall.com. That's cashcall.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
When the fight was over, because George, I watched the fight on a Saturday night at a party on my phone. I had to hide from my girlfriend
It's
at the
so
party.
good. I heard this story on the way in.
I literally, Mike,
what are you watching?
Wait, are you serious? The Sedano and Kap morning show is on the air.
Coming out hot on a Monday morning.
I mean, if we want to start there, go ahead. I mean, you are the UCLA Bruin boy around here.
Bruin boy.
Don't
get confused with Bit Boy.
Bit Boy and Bruin Boy.
Bit Boy and Bruin Boy.
Shohei didn't know.
Did not know anything.
Steve Ballmer didn't know about Kawhi's money, and Steve Mason had nothing to do with Lindsey leaving.
Or John Ireland getting fired that first time.
Nothing.
You had nothing to do with any of it.
Wait a minute. I'm not. You were also in on the Lindsey thing, were you not? I wasn't the only one that pulled
This
the
is
plug
what I
on
remember
Lindsey.
about it. You came in and you went, I don't want to work with Lindsey anymore. I go, okay.
See, so you signed off on it.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor. Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Smith in the shotgun. 3rd down and 15. 4-man rush. Smith sets, throws for the end zone. Deflected and intercepted. A diving pick in the end zone.
I'm a good boy.
But I watched you guys on the YouTube show today. Lindsay looks like she's perfect with you guys.
If Raider fans want to tell me to eat a fat one, I mean, they're
any Raider fans out there?
Eat a fat one, bro.
There you go.
There you go. Way to go, Bergie.
Yeah.
You tell them to eat a fat one.
Hashtag eat a fat one.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Bit boy.
Just win, baby.
9:02, good morning. Welcome into the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the YouTube-only hour, and on the app, the ESPN LA app, the Sedano and Kap tile, or the Listen Live tile. We've got multiple tiles. Just like salmon has multiple something. We're going to talk about that. Salmon sperm.
Salmon.
Salmon.
I'm going to have me some salmon.
That's ahead in just moments. Plus, we'll finish up Radio Tinder and the sleep conversation, and Steve Mason speaking Espanol on this Mexican Independence Day.
And the stuff with Lindsay, right?
Oh, yeah, we can play that in its full.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm getting a little hungry. I'm just trying to make a decision. Do I eat anything at all today? Or do I not eat anything today?
You're going to try to fast the entire day?
Well, I just had breakfast. That's it.
Why wouldn't you eat?
Well, because Stephen
Hernandez says he's going to take us out for like a feast.
We're going to this Dodger game, and Stephen Hernandez is like, guys, I'm telling you right now, don't eat because there will be so much food in this. Stephen Hernandez, they've been very successful, those Hernandez brothers, see? And
well, they have the hardwood over there.
Yes, they do. And they've been, and as such, as big Dodger fans, they got really high-end seats. And in the high-end section, it is just a smorgasbord of everything you might want to eat and drink. And so Stephen is cautioning me, don't eat a lot.
I think you should eat a small thing or like a snack.
Yeah,
because
just have small portions.
Yeah. See, how about we go to the Lazy Dog today for a little bit of lunch? You like the idea of Lazy Dog lunch?
So we were talking about that because our friend over there, the general manager last night, Brandon, what's his last name, Brandon?
Brandon is new. He is brand new.
Brand new general manager.
Yes, he is brand new.
And he took care of us last night in a big way because we had our conference call cast.
Right.
Conference room cast. Mm-hmm. Sua Cravens joined us. Of course, Anthony Jex. By the way, we got to hear from Anthony.
Yes, Sexy Jexy.
Sexy Jexy, because he's our new Chargers guy.
Yeah.
And that's how the whole bit. He's
very
annoying.
Very annoying guy.
Very annoying guy. Wow, I didn't know you were going to come out of the gate with that one.
Yeah.
Very annoying guy.
Very annoying guy to watch a game with.
I just think he's a little, I don't think he gets that you and I doing the shtick about sharing food and some of our more, what's the word? I don't want to say sexual innuendo, but some of our stuff that has innuendo.
Oh, come on. Let's be serious.
Raunchy.
Yeah, maybe raunchy. Or blue. Let's call it blue.
Blue.
I don't think he understands that that's kind of our shtick. But, in person, just on a normal Tuesday in the middle of the day, it's like, hey, man, what's going on? Hey, well, it's not like, hey, let me share a hot dog with you at 11 a.m. just because it's sexual. I think he thinks...
Why, you do that?
No, I don't. It's part of our shtick. Whereas you say something to Anthony, it's like, hey, man, hey, Anthony, what's going on? You ready for tonight? Hey, you want to pour honey on our chest and lick it off? And I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to say hi, bro.
Hey, if that's what he's into, no shame.
But I'll say the reason he's annoying to watch a game with is because, first of all, he comes out all decked out with his Charger gear. And then watching the game, he's going crazy, cheering like a maniac. And then lastly, he's like, everything about the Chargers is perfect. So, he started telling me about how Phillip Rivers is going to the Hall of Fame. Jesse Minter is going to be the hottest coaching candidate. Everything is perfect. And I'm just like, bro, okay, listen, I love you, kid.
You were in your own personal hell yesterday.
Right, I was in a personal hell.
Yeah,
so
that's
Anthony,
really what happened
just
there.
So you know,
and Sexy Jexy was part of that.
It's not really you, Sexy Jexy. It's me. It's not a you problem, pal. It's me.
And here's the other thing. He sat right next to Sua in the conference room.
Yeah.
Sexy Jexy did?
I thought I was going to sit next to Sua.
Yeah.
So he took a lot of Sua time from me.
Yeah, he did.
Now, I had Stephanie and you in there, so I wanted to spend a lot of time with
By
Stephanie,
the way, Stephanie scared me yesterday when she sent that thank you email. I thought she was going somewhere.
No, she said several thank you emails.
No, but that was about the golf tournament. But I thought it was like one of those goodbye emails when I read the subject. I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
I did think that myself.
She's not allowed to go anywhere unless I die.
Yeah.
Which based on this show, that could happen soon.
If and when you die.
The way you react and throw the headphones around.
Right.
So let's thank Brandon Rolfeson.
Right.
Is that how you say it? Rolfson?
Rolfson.
Yep. Brandon
What
Rolfson
a
from
great
LA
dude.
Live, the Lazy Dog. And I always talk about Lazy Dog restaurants because when I came out of the hospital and I started to kind of get back into the real world and coming here and back to work, I was very concerned about sodium. And you had to be, right? Because we had not yet seen my heart recover, which now it's recovered. So sodium is still not something we want to take tons of in, but it'll pump it out normally.
We should put some sodium pentothal on Cappy.
When you have
What does that do?
That's the truth serum.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
You don't think I'm telling you the truth?
When you have heart failure, you got to really watch sodium. So one night, Stephanie and I didn't plan out dinner. We didn't bring food or anything, and we were here late, and she said, let's go to Lazy Dog. They're a scratch-made kitchen. And I was really concerned about eating out because eating out is notorious for a lot of sodium and everything. And we talked to the waiter, and we said, listen, I've got heart failure. I can't eat sodium. They said, no problem. They made the Cobb salad without the bacon and the blue cheese crumbles. They added extra avocado, no dressing, olive oil and balsamic on the side. So Lazy Dog really became a refuge for me because I knew I could come here and have a meal and the Brussels sprouts with that. I would avoid the...
I mean, those Brussels are good.
They're amazing.
You couldn't have them the way they...
But you got to avoid the capers because they got a lot of salt.
Capers are very salty.
So good. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Lazy Dog Restaurants is this incredible place. We eat there when we're here. Well, I'm here 5 days a week, but when you're here, Cappy, a couple days a week, we eat there every meal.
I mean, literally every meal. I get the same thing every time. I get this lemon chicken that's got this cauliflower mashed potato thing. So it's not potato, it's cauliflower.
Mash is good.
Right, really
I got
good.
that last time. It was good.
Right, and then the green beans, which is awesome. So, and listen, I was like, should I try a burger here at Lazy Dog? I put down the All-American burger, which is bomb.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Bomb.
Now, I love Lazy Dog, too. I like their tuna salad that
That's a good tuna
the
salad.
ahi
over
tuna
there. Yeah.
salad there. But this is, as much as I love talking about them, we need to make sure Cappy remembers why we are here today, which is to discuss the demise
Can we bring Anthony Jex on?
of the Raiders and the superiority of the Chargers last night.
By the way,
bring in Sexy
you're
Jexy.
You're acting like that we don't know that the Chargers are in year 2 of Harbaugh.
No, here we go.
Harbaugh got there. They
Hold
already
on.
had
Where's
a
the
quarterback.
excuse machine
no
sound?
excuse machine.
Yeah.
This is the reality. These are the facts. The facts are
the kind of hit that would have killed a lesser man.
Yeah.
Harbaugh gets to the – first of all, Harbaugh's a great coach. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Secondly, he gets to the Chargers. They already have an established up-and-coming star quarterback, true or false. Okay, they've already got an offensive line, and they added to it.
But didn't the Raiders have a chance to, draft a quarterback this year? They chose to take the, Boise State Barry.
Right, but that's because they're like, listen, we need a guy who's a veteran quarterback. We can't start with a rookie. We will start with a veteran. And listen, Geno Smith got paid, but Geno Smith is going to be your starting quarterback for the Raiders this year. I would guess that the Raiders will go into the draft, assuming the draft is as deep as people are predicting it is, although you bring up some doubt, and
I don't know how I feel about this quarterback class being like some sort of elite class yet.
Okay, so let's just say that the Raiders do decide to draft a quarterback. In my opinion, if I were talking to Pete Carroll, here's what I'd say to him. Hey, Pete, don't go draft a quarterback in the first round unless you think this is truly a difference-making quarterback. I don't want to hear the phrase generational talent because I heard that with Caleb Williams, and guess what? He's not, okay? So unless you think you've got somebody who's really, really ready to step in and play immediately, like a Cam Ward, and you will go through your growing pains, because see J.J. McCarthy and what's going on there. See Caleb Williams. It's year 2.
Yeah.
I would say this if I were the Raiders.
By the way,
offensive line.
Yeah.
O-line is what you draft. Because, George, when you look at the Chargers, as an example, they had a good offensive line.
Right.
And when they drafted Alt out of Notre Dame, and people said, well, Coach, I thought you were going to draft some sort of an offensive weapon. What did Harbaugh say? He said, we consider offensive linemen as offensive weapons. And that's what you do. You build your team with your offensive line and your defensive line. And so if I'm the Raiders, I can get by with Geno Smith for 2 years. I'm not saying he's going to play elite quarterback for you. But if he had an offensive line, he'd be a little bit better, and so would Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
9:10. Let's bring in Sexy Jexy, our official Chargers assignment desk. By the way, we brought him in last week. He performed well. That's how the Monday night bit in the conference room came about.
Right.
Anthony Jex joins us now on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show from the social media room. Anthony, good morning.
Sexy Jex.
Good morning, Chris. Reporting live here from the social studio with my man Parker Bell on production.
You don't need to mention Parker. Just mention you, and let's go.
So I just want to first off say that was a treat. Thanks for inviting me, Chris. That was a great bit last week, and it was just awesome seeing Cappy go from pretty positive, pretty cordial, and then just going mute by the end of the night. He was a little upset at me. I could tell. But I do want to clear up something. Chris, remember what we talked about? Sua, we can't play we got to play a little hard. So I sat next to Sua. I wanted him to get comfortable. I wanted him to just, feel the young guys. There's a young presence, and you had your girl there.
Are you saying I'm not young?
No, but you had
He's saying
your
don't
girl
trip.
there.
Don't trip.
We're talking about fantasy, so
you had your girl, so he wanted his girl. Is what it sounds like he's saying.
For real, Sua needed someone. Come on, man.
Hey, Sua ordered that. What was that shrimp dish that he ordered, Sexy?
Oh yeah, the popcorn.
Oh,
he had
the
like
popcorn
the fried
shrimp.
popcorn shrimp.
He ordered 4 dishes, by the way.
I saw it, and I was like, you know what? That looks really good. And so when Sua kind of got about halfway into it and he was pretty much done with it, I'm like, yo, Sua, pass down them little shrimps, man.
Yeah.
And then Morales starts busting my freaking balls over here. He's like, look at Cappy going and eating Sua's food. I'm like, Sua's done with it.
Well, I posted it on my social media because I thought it was weird. You just walked over and started eating his shrimp.
I was like, Sua, let me have your shrimp.
There's a drop.
Yeah, he was like, you can always have my leftovers, Cap. And then
See, that's what I mean. Jexy takes it one step further, which I don't mind.
That's what he said.
I was going to say, that's like he's like a chip off the old block.
Right.
That is true.
Perfectly around here.
But
Jexy, the thing about it is this. It's like you're sitting there with a guy. You got to understand my emotions, okay?
Sure.
Because there was a time not that long ago where I was in Oakland wearing powder blue, watching the Chargers destroy the Raiders and fighting for my life to get out of there, okay? So I was a dedicated Charger fan for years.
Yeah.
So to now have them leave San Diego, their rightful home, go to L.A. where they were not wanted, okay? And they were not welcome in any way. And so I'm playing both sides last night because I want the Raiders to win because this is my best chance to win our bet against each other. But I also want the Raiders to win, but I want the Chargers to lose because, George, as you pointed out.
I'm laughing because Mike Gonzalez says, you're right, Cappy. This guy does sound annoying. He's talking about Sexy Jexy. Now, Sexy Jexy he's got like the perfect tone. And it sounds smug, but it's not smug.
Right.
It's actually genuine, which is even better.
It's that much more annoying.
He reminds me of a modern-day Drew Belzer, for people that remember that name.
Okay.
Who's that, Chris?
Nobody knows who that is other than like 4 people in here.
Well, those 4 people just had a chuckle.
Yeah.
Now, George, you bring up the point.
3 of them are in this room.
That's fine.
You are now halfway home.
To you and your Bolt Pride shirt.
Now, Sexy Jexy.
Yeah.
Let me show you this.
Oh, here we go. The visuals here.
Let's solo in on this.
Yeah.
Well, we're on YouTube. We could go visuals.
Yeah.
Sexy Jexy. This shirt right here, this Bolt Pride for Life shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? This shirt right here was given to me by the leader of the Bolt Pride Nation.
Yeah.
Do you know Rafael Alvarez?
I'm familiar with Raphael's game and his commitment to the voltage.
Okay. Do you know Johnny Bolt Pride? Do you know these characters?
Johnny Bolt Pride, of course.
These are my boys. Okay? And you know how people they end relationships over political opinions. Okay? They stayed with the Chargers. I gave up on the Chargers.
Right. They don't like you anymore.
So no, we all love each other.
Right.
Still to this day.
Oh, okay.
It's all love, bro.
Yeah.
It's all love,
Yeah.
okay? It's all love. But it's familia. You see, you don't understand, George. You don't get it. It is familia between me and Bolt Pride. But I can't get back on. But if the Raiders lose, the next time the Chargers and the Raiders get together, and by the way, I don't know why I'd feel like the game would go any different. You know, I mean, maybe Khalil Mack is out for the season. I don't know. Maybe there are some other major injuries that happen that give the Raiders a chance. But Sexy Jexy, if the Raiders lose game 2,
we're close.
I got to put this Bolt Pride T-shirt on.
Yeah, indeed you do. I mean,
do we have that Charger sombrero we were going to have you wear last year that never actually came to fruition?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that shirt's even going to do it for us, right? Like, we kind of thought that it was going to be a little bit more like powder blue.
I thought it was more like a jersey,
yeah. So we might need to add a little bit more.
No. The bet was the bet. The bet was the bet, pal. The bet
just like it's a T-shirt.
Right? The bet
like
was
Chargers
put on the
There is
Bolt Pride.
You kind of sold low. I thought when you said it originally, I was like, all right.
Yeah, we kind of played it up because I was going to wear the chains and like all the hats and
it's
stuff
okay.
that you had.
It's okay. It's all right.
But we're 1-0.
Cappy will feel like he should he should like light that shirt on fire after it touches his skin. Is what he should.
I would
feel
never
like.
light the shirt on fire.
He'll scrub deep that day. Exfoliate.
Listen, I still have nothing but love in my heart for the Bolt Pride familia. Pero,
Please don't.
I don't want to wear the shirt. And so now I just need to ask this question. Sexy Jexy, have you looked into the date of the Chargers-Raiders game at SoFi, which will be a Raider home game, of course.
It might just be a Raiders home game.
Oh,
but
how about this? I'm going to raise the stakes here.
Oh, really?
Forget about the Raiders, because the Raiders are inconsequential now.
Okay.
What level do the Chargers need to reach this season for you to admit on the air you were wrong
about
them?
In what way?
That you renounced your fandom and you have to return to be a Chargers fan.
That will not happen. That I cannot
There's not
do.
a level?
There is not a level. They put it this way. If the Chargers win the Super Bowl.
Okay, if the Chargers win the Super Bowl, you have to be our parade correspondent.
Okay, timeout. Before I say yes or no, timeout. Let me ask you a question.
Yes. And by the way, that's not just this year. If they win the Super Bowl, as long as Sedano and Kap is a radio show on this station, or a multi-platform show,
Multi-platform Sedano and Kap morning show.
Yes. You have to be the parade correspondent.
Okay, before I say yes or no, tell me this, smart guy.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Cutie Pie with the glasses on this morning. You ready? Where would the parade be? Do I have to go to La Jolla?
Wherever it is.
Do I have to go to Encinitas?
Wherever it is.
Do I have to go to downtown San Diego?
Wherever it is.
It would probably be downtown LA, wouldn't it?
Downtown LA?
I mean,
the Rams didn't have a parade in downtown LA. The Rams are over the Coliseum. I mean,
maybe that's probably where they'd have it.
Their
then, right?
Coliseum?
No, over at like SoFi. I was thinking. I don't know. Where would they have a Chargers
parade correspondent?
Well, we would get the Chargers ownership on to talk about it, but they won't come on with Kap.
No, they will not come on. They will not come on with me. And by the way, you can get them on. I'll just excuse myself for the segment.
No, we don't do that. But just like JT said he would come on if BitBoy wasn't here, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
We don't do that. We're a team.
Okay, so I have a question then, George. You are saying to me if the Chargers win the Super Bowl, I have to be humiliated by going to the Chargers, I'll call it celebration, because I don't think there'll be a parade. What will you give in return, since you're the one making the bet? Let's say the Chargers don't win the Super Bowl. Like, are you predicting that they're going to win the Super Bowl?
No, I'm saying if they win the Super Bowl, in the tenure of Sedano and Kap as a morning show, you just be the parade correspondent. I don't need to do anything.
Well, wait a second. But what do you mean you're not going to do
Why
anything?
do I need to do something?
You're the one making the bet.
You're the one
upping
that's
the stakes.
anti-Charger.
Yeah, but you're upping. But now all of a sudden you're pro-Charger.
I am counsel for Sexy Jexy.
Oh, you're now counsel.
Okay, Kap, them winning the
get some
Super
weird
Bowl
texts now.
is like over, still plus 2,000 odds. Like, that's not like you're really like sweating that out if they don't win the Super Bowl.
Sexy Jexy will have to be the guy who takes the brunt. I'm just like his agent at this point.
I'll tell you what. I'm negotiating. I'm looking for somebody to hit me up in the YouTube chat or on Twitter or on Instagram or wherever. I will say this. Maybe, but I have to have something that Sexy Jexy has to do on the Flizmo
that's
flop.
fine. You guys figure that out.
On the Flizmo flop.
I will have to approve as his agent, since I was the one that brought him on the air and Chris didn't want him on the air, and he has proved that he's worthy of being on the air.
He is.
So you guys figure that out, and then I will approve and let him sign the documents. So, I mean, you come up now. It doesn't have to be right now. I don't want to have to put you on the spot. But parade correspondent.
Yeah, we'll deliberate for sure, Kap.
You know what? I should just say yes right now, because here's what I know. You can tell me after 2 weeks how awesome they are. You can tell me how cool their unis were last night. You can tell me how superior they are to the Raiders. But here's one thing I know. The football gods will have their say, whether it's during the regular season or the postseason, and they will find a way to Charger and Spanos all over themselves. I should just accept this, because they ain't going to no parades.
Cut that up for when it happens.
Yeah.
It's going to happen at some point in the Jim Harbaugh era. They're going to win.
Already on it right now.
So here's the thing, Cappy. We have now for our Raiders correspondents, we have Kirk Morrison, of course, and we have Q Myers, who joined us yesterday in the YouTube hour. It was
and
great.
I'm going to bring Rich Gannon on.
Okay,
as a Raider
you keep
correspondent.
teasing that, but you haven't made it happen yet. But anyway.
And then we have Sexy Jexy.
We have Sexy Jexy, but I want to add a layer.
Okay. That's very Colin Coward of you.
Good, well done. That was good. Let's cut that up for the open. That was good. Can we go to the Saw? Would he come on as a guest?
100% he would come on as a guest.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
We got to bring in the Saw, yeah.
The Saw would come on in a heartbeat. Oh, no doubt about it.
I don't think for the Broncos game, but that's not a big enough matchup. But for the next big matchup.
How about next Charger Raider game?
Yeah, let's go in the saw.
And that's November 30th, Cap.
November 30th. So right.
I don't know if I want to wait that long for the saw.
I'm kind of with you. I'd like to look at the schedule and see if we can find another reason to bring the saw on.
Let me look.
Broncos maybe, at Giants no, Commanders home at Dolphins no, Colts Vikings.
That Colts game could be a big game.
Oh, I'll tell you this one. You ready for this? Sunday Night Football. The Chargers host the Steelers. Talk about a blackout. I mean, Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's going down the Super Bowl. And that.
Chargers are going to, if the Steelers play like they played in week 2, Chargers are going to wipe the floor with them.
Yins are going to come down over to SoFi.
Oh, my God. What do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to do against that defense?
Going to kill him.
Jesse Minter defense.
Dude,
that's going to be unbelievable.
Geno Smith can actually move. Like, Aaron Rodgers can't move anymore.
Aaron Rodgers is awesome.
He could move week 1. I don't know what happened in week 2.
No, you know what happened? Week 1 happened, and now the 40-year-old is sore.
He's sore for the next 6 months.
He should be calling LeBron and find out what LeBron does.
He needs some of Pete Carroll's Werther's originals.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Like an old man just handing out little sucks.
That's what
toys, as Parker said.
Maybe that Friday, if Sedano's not with us that Friday, we'll just do a whole hour with the saw.
Oh, he'd love it.
An hour of the saw.
Hour. I like it.
Yeah. First 15 minutes, by the way.
And then you get like a chainsaw machine. Like a drop.
I think we should have like a weekly segment with him.
The first 15 minutes, he should just do
if the Chargers are good, we should just. Yeah, Lindsay's got a great. Just bring on the saw.
Yeah. Receivers into the pattern.
Let's bring on the saw.
And that's one man's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The saw, like if we do it on ESPNLA.com, like a morning show, like the whole, like almost like the FBI wall of all the cast of characters.
Yeah.
And our Chargers little, what would you call it? Cell?
Yeah.
Is Anthony Sexy Jexy, and then Hacksaw.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine that picture.
Yeah.
Sexy Jexy, like kissing in the picture.
Oh, and then Sexy Jexy. We can do all kinds of weirdo stuff for you. We can make weirdo suggestions for you, like, hey, Sexy, why don't you lick honey off Hacksaw's, boobs?
Oh, no.
You guys are something else, man.
Whoa. Well, I mean, the way you always tell me and Chris to do weird stuff, that is weird.
Whoa.
Dude,
what?
Come on, man.
Cappy,
you know
a
what
freak,
you guys
man.
were saying last night.
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
told us.
and I'm
You
the
told
weird
Cappy to wear my Skims.
That was a whole other thing that happened last night.
That was a whole
I'm
other
going to call a quick
conversation.
timeout. I'm going to call a quick timeout here on the show.
Call a 20?
Because every guy on this show needs to opine on this subject, okay? Now, George, I got Chris some Skims underpants.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim Kardashian.
Half a box, by the way.
Shout out to you. No,
stole
3/5.
You stole 2 of them.
3/5 of a box.
I'm wearing them right now, too.
This is a 5-pack of Skims.
Yeah.
Okay, and I gave Chris 3.
Yeah.
I got
So
him.
imagine that. He gives me a box, and he goes, 2 are missing.
Yeah, because one pair, my son tried them, and he's like, you know what? The texture's not for me. The second pair, I'm like, I want to see what the double X feels like. Chris thought the double X's would be too big for him. Chris, what do you think? The right size? Or yes or no?
I like a little bit more compression, but they are nice.
Okay. So I gave Chris a box of Skims underpants, okay? All black, by the way, just in case he has another accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So last night he tells me, he goes, I like the feel of the Skims, but the problem is that there's no front door to the Skims.
Oh, they can't have that.
Okay? And I said to him, I go, my father has the same gripe.
Yeah.
So I think old guys like to unzip their zipper.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
easy.
they like to open
you need
up
the front door.
Okay?
Yeah.
What do you mean old guys? Sua told you he liked the front porch.
It's. I had somebody sent me some underwears. What was the other one that used to always do the advertising on radio?
Tommy something.
That one.
Oh,
Tommy
yeah.
So they sent me one of those once, and
Tommy
it didn't have a front door. Yeah, and it didn't have
Tommy?
And it didn't have a front door, and I'm like, nah, not happening.
Wait, so hold on, just to make sure I'm clear. So when using the men's room,
gotta have a front door.
You unzip and then front door?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't unzip
100%.
and front door.
Oh, you unbelt?
Wait, you drop your pants down?
I don't drop.
You drop them down?
I unbutton and pull down.
I don't.
Okay?
No.
So just to
too much work.
clarify.
I agree.
So unzip and front door.
Yeah.
So here's what happens.
Briones, unzip front door?
No, I'm like you, kind of.
You like a pull down guy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Chris
So
is
here's
a front
what
door.
happened yesterday.
Unbutton.
I unzipped and thought there was a front door.
Oh, no.
So now I've already unzipped. So now I got to pull down through the zip. And just to be honest, we've talked about it. There's a lot of natural
Foliage.
growth.
There's a lot of landscaping that
So
needs to be
now
done.
I got to pull through that.
Through the foliage.
Now I'm worried about that getting that caught in the zipper. It was
Jorge,
a mess.
we got to get your primo for $200 to
For
clean up this mess.
Yeah.
Right?
His
Wait.
Miracle Bush, what do you call it?
Right.
Oh, come on.
You called it something like that 2 weeks ago or last week.
Yeah, so wait, so Bergie, you're an unzip and front door guy?
Yes, Cappy,
absolutely.
that's the more natural way to do it.
I don't want to mess with my belt. Leave that alone.
Well,
I agree.
I don't wear a belt that often, and a lot of times I'm wearing elastic pants anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't want to. I want to unbutton and then pull down. You guys are unzip front door. That's 2 layers of doors you got to go through. It is because
but it's faster. It's more efficient.
Much more efficient. Much faster.
So Chris is his one gripe with the Skims is that it doesn't have the opening at the front.
Agreed. Yes.
I like. Don't you? I
won't do it.
It's important.
Yeah, I'm out. Sorry, Kim.
Wow. I guess next time
product.
instead of getting you Skims, I'll get you Fruit of the Looms.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not a Fruit of the Loom guy. I'm a Hanes guy because of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hanes.
Okay.
Fabletics also makes a front door.
Don't you think that they make some that have the flap?
I'm gonna pull that.
Don't you think they make some? I mean, it's not like this is you're the only people who've ever brought this up, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, the question last night in the conference room was, do you slip or do you not slip? I don't know why the word slip was used, but that was the big question that everybody was asking.
No slip for me back here.
No slip. See,
no slip.
Sexy Jexy. You should maybe get a pair of these Skims.
By the way, Sherry just walked into the Mongrel Center and said, "Did I come in at the bad time?"
Yes, Sherry,
to the
you
show.
did.
Yeah, sorry, Sherry.
Aunt Esther said Morales sits to pee. Actually, I don't. But didn't you?
It would be way more comfortable.
Didn't you just do that last week, Happy? And you told us about it,
Yeah,
right?
I don't mind sitting and peeing, especially in the middle of the night. Like when I get up in the middle of the night.
You can't aim, right?
It's not about aiming. It's just about, I don't know, like I'm half sleeping on the toilet. You know what I mean?
Rich R in the YouTube chat says Crappy and CM. It's CMM, by the way. Crappy and CM always Titanic the show. How could that be when we're a big part of the show?
Yeah.
Well, we Titanic this thing. We're sinking this ship.
So anyway, yeah, front door. But I'll ask you this. Are you going to be the correspondent for the parade or not? If and when it happens.
Well, I'm so glad you said if.
If and when?
Yeah. The answer is possible.
Oh.
But no. I'm just waiting for Sexy Jexy to come up with the opposite perspective.
Okay. Well, you guys figure that out.
Yeah. Sexy.
How about that? Sexy Jexy, you come up with well, you should come up with whatever you want him to do.
Sexy, good news for me is that the Chargers aren't going to win a Super Bowl. And then when your guy, Jesse Minter, who I'm sure is going to be the hottest candidate for coaching,
he is
the number one guy.
He is.
You know, because, I mean, last night I had to sit here and listen to this kid. Oh, Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator.
He's really good.
He's the number one guy.
I mean, all those guys that come from the Ravens as defensive coordinators turn out to be great.
Oh, and then Phillip Rivers is definitely going to the Hall of Fame. I'm like, oh, really? Like just list every quarterback. And I love Phillip Rivers, and Phillip Rivers had a great career. Got nothing to show for it other than a lot of fancy stats. But that's what I'm saying. Like when you're sitting there watching a game with guys that are just everything about their team is perfect.
People are telling you to man up, Cappy.
Man up about what?
Make a decision. Why do you need to know what Sexy Jexy's going to do?
I just want something in return.
So you admit you commit, and then you can pick what Sexy Jexy wants.
I'll tell you what. If the Chargers win the Super Bowl at any point during the Sedano and Kap morning show, I will go and be the correspondent. That's how confident I am that they will never, for the parade, that they will never do it.
Okay. There it is.
I'll tell you something else. I'll go a step further.
Oh, here we go.
I'll wear the Bolt Pride T-shirt. This way people don't kill me when I get there. You know what I mean? They're like, wait a second. Are you
Cap's back.
Right, you're the biggest hitter in town, right?
Yeah.
By the way, this is I hate when you do this to me. I hate when you do this because you get me to. You didn't do anything, Jexy. Okay, it's Sedano. You do this to me all the time. You get me to make these stupid bets. Okay, and then what happens to me is I wind up losing them.
Yeah.
And then I show up in an Elton John Dodgers costume.
I mean, it's going to happen.
Should I wear that tonight to the Dodger game?
Oh, it would be hilarious.
Do you have it? You absolutely should.
I mean, I do have it here in my office.
You should wear it. It'd be great.
Now, there's no pockets.
And
then, by the way,
and no front door.
And it's very hard. There's no front door. Very
he pulls
difficult.
anyway.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult.
Hispanic Heritage Month, a celebration of familia, cultura, and the strength that defines the Latino community here in L.A.
Oh, thank you.
And when life hits you hard, a car crash, a work injury, a sudden fall, you need somebody who shows up for you like family. Familia. That's why you call Jacob 844-24-JACOB because he is in this city.
Here we go.
People know Jacob Imrani as El Mero Mero, the one who fights, the one who delivers, the one who doesn't let insurance companies play games with your pain. And you know the insurance company's number one goal is delay, deny, deflect.
3 Ds.
Jacob, he stands up for you con corazón y con fuerza.
Corazón, not cabezón.
At the law.
Cabezón would mean he's thick-skulled.
Big
He's
head.
stubborn.
Now, let's hear
Corazón.
the audio.
Corazón.
Let's hear the audio from the Golf Classic on Friday.
Shohei didn't know.
Did
about
not
eBay.
know anything.
Steve Ballmer didn't know about Kawhi's money, and Steve Mason had nothing to do with Lindsay leaving.
Or John Ireland getting fired that first time.
Nothing.
You had nothing to do with any of it.
Wait a minute. I'm not. You were also in on the Lindsay thing, were you not? I wasn't the only one that pulled the
This is
plug
what I
on
remember
Lindsay.
about it. You came in and you went, I don't want to work with Lindsay anymore. I go, okay.
See, so you signed off on it.
Yeah.
You did sign off on it.
What was I going to do? Say, no.
No, I want to keep her.
Yeah.
You could have said that. You could have saved her.
I did not. No.
Yeah. No, some
I
people
did
just
not.
it just doesn't.
By the way, get
it
that
doesn't
speech
gel.
ready. All right.
It doesn't gel. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever,
with certain
just
people,
keep talking. So
chemistry. It's about
that makes
chemistry.
Mondays open longer. I
yeah,
appreciate
chemistry.
it.
Look, I have great chemistry with Laura. I have great chemistry with them. Less good chemistry with Lindsay.
Less good chemistry.
But I watched you guys on the YouTube show today. Lindsay looks like she's perfect with you guys.
I don't know if he meant that at the end as like a little shot.
It was definitely a shot. It was definitely a shot.
You guys.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, I have been on your guys, like, we have been a show unit for about, 5 years now?
Many years now, yes.
And Mason's gone literally on his last producer that's left here, so.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's no other
that's going
producers.
in the open today.
He's jotting that one down.
I'm not the only person that he's kicked off the show. That's all. That's
Oh,
all.
mero.
Am I wrong? Am I
El
wrong?
mero mero. El mero mero Mason.
Am I wrong? Just saying, I've been on the Sedano Kap producer for a while now.
She said it with corazón too.
She said it with corazón.
Muy corazón.
Yeah.
Sí.
She
I see
said
a
Mason
common
is un
thread.
cabezón.
Exactly.
Is what she said.
I'm just saying there's
Yeah.
a little bit of a common thread here. You know, that's all.
Sexy Jexy, I am getting some reply from people who think that I should not even worry about this at all. One guy in particular says Harbaugh can't beat the Charger curse. They will always Charger all over themselves. Make Sexy Jexy drag out in Raider gear.
He stands up for you con corazón y con fuerza.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. You feel me, Jexy?
Okay, so my thing is, I have you in the corner right now. I'm up 1-0 on our season
Right.
deal.
That's right.
He says
And
it
now
so like
I have to
Right.
do
It sounds like the ID
This
channel.
is why I told you how
I
annoying
have
he
you in
was
the
yesterday.
corner right now.
Yeah, right.
He's
And
got you
now-
up on the ropes.
Now I got to do something if they don't win the Super Bowl. Like that is
Well, wait,
horrible odds for me.
No,
I'm-
no.
No,
It's
those
not-
are
it's
terrible
not-
odds.
it's
He's
not
right.
if-
I would not approve of that.
It's not if they don't win the Super Bowl. It's that what we're saying is that I have to go be the correspondent at the parade,
Sure.
which I don't like a parade. Like, who's going to have a parade?
Go ahead, Captain.
All right. I mean, maybe they have like something in a movie theater or something like that for like 100
stop.
people or something.
Come on.
But no, but Sexy Jackson, you just got to meet me somewhere. It's not about if the Raiders win. Listen, if you want me to say yes to this side of the bet, I need something in return. That's all.
So what
He
if
stands up for you con corazón y con fuerza.
See,
let's say Chargers get to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and they lose said Super Bowl,
Right.
then I would have to do
Okay,
something.
No, that's ridiculous.
No, but that's actually
Don't,
fair.
No, do not
that's
accept.
Good. No,
Okay,
If
no,
Gabby
no.
has to do something, Jex has to do
Right, if
something.
they
Right,
win
That's
the
just
Super Bowl,
even.
But that's like the worst odds ever. You literally said if they don't win the Super Bowl, those are terrible odds. They have to get there. That's not easy
No,
either.
no, but
Right.
hold on a
No,
second.
like,
if
if
they
we-
get
No,
there,
I'm not letting you take advantage of this
don't
kid.
take advantage. If they,
You're
if they
taking
get,
advantage of Cappy.
Right, if they
I'm
get,
not.
Yes, you
He's
are.
a grown ass man who just admitted to do what he wanted to do.
If the Chargers get to the Super Bowl
Right.
and they win, I have to go be the correspondent at the parade. If
How
the
about
Chargers,
this? If the Chargers miss the playoffs,
No. If the
then he has to do something.
but
because that's like that. That's
It's got to be even. It's got to be even.
The stakes have to be even.
Right, but it's all
The
about the
chances
Super Bowl.
of them going to the Super Bowl are still small.
Of course, that's why if they make it and they win it, I go be the correspondent at the parade.
Right.
If they make
the
it and they
chances
lose
of them
it,
missing the playoffs now are about the same odds as them winning the Super
but if
Bowl.
It's
they
all
make-
about them making the Super Bowl.
Right,
Yeah, if they
ultimately, the
make it
payoff-
and
the
lose
payoff
it.
of the whole bet is based on the amount of time it takes for the Sedano and Kap morning show to exist. So we said, George and I made a marital commitment to one another, okay? The commitment was a 10-year run.
Mm-hmm.
We're about, how many years are we
About
in?
halfway through. Right
Okay? We got 5 years to go. If in 5 years the Chargers win the Super Bowl, I'm the correspondent to the parade. And by the way, if they win it more than once, I have to be the correspondent every
Multiple
time.
times.
But if they make it to the Super Bowl and they lose, then Sexy Jexy has to respond at that time. That's why it's a perfect bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in
what
5
does he have to do?
years-
Just dress up like a Raider?
No, he has
like
to
fan?
dress up. He becomes
like Darth Raider.
I want you to get me that Saw mask that Raiders
Yeah,
fan
you need
was
to
wearing.
come up with like a serious
I have a
costume.
feeling
Yes.
Jexy doesn't mind dressing up.
No, that's my point. I think
Yeah.
he's going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Darth Raider?
Darth Raider.
Probably
As long
got a
as it has like a zip up like face mask.
No.
Like,
I want your
then,
face
Then I'm
exposed.
fine with that.
No, I want your face completely exposed.
No,
I want
he
people
wants.
to
I think
see.
he wants to
How
zip it
about-
up, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Face paint.
No face paint. I want his
Okay.
face to be fully exposed. I want people to see that it's sexy Jexy.
And this needs to happen in the next 5 years.
It does. It does.
How many producers will Mason go through by then?
Y con fuerza.
Did you say how many producers will Mason go through by then?
Wow.
Hey.
Shots
that's going
shots.
in the open.
Hey, he started it.
You should say it cleaner so it doesn't go over the drop.
Yeah, one more time. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2. So this has to last 5 years, right, Cappy? How many producers will Mason go through by then?
Oh,
wow.
I like how Cappy just shook his
He
head.
just nodded.
I
Good
laid
job.
out.
Laid
He
out.
laid out. He laid
Excellent
out.
laying out,
Good
Cappy.
job,
I
Cappy.
laid out.
Yeah.
I laid out. Stillers.
Oh.
Here we go. Pittsburgh's going
You want the
down
whole
to
song?
Super Bowl.
You want the whole song, Cappy?
No, it's okay.
It's a great
That's fine.
song.
Yeah.
It is a great song. It's been
song.
stuck in my head all weekend.
Yeah. It's a great song.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right. Well, okay. Sexy Jexy. If they lose, you get to dress up as a Raider fan.
All right, let me ask you this question.
Wait,
Tonight-
will Tom Brady be part of it?
Okay, here's
you should dress up like Vampire Brady.
Yeah.
That's what you
That's
should do.
actually That's
That's
good.
actually
That's
a good
pretty
bet.
good.
Yes.
Vampire Brady.
hey, by the way, we talked about this earlier about Brady being in the coach's suite.
Yeah.
But hold on, I have a question. Can someone explain to me, because I don't know, who is His Excellency? Where is he from? What's the money in the background? Why is he buying up all American athletes in sports? I'm completely naive to the whole
Turkey
His
Ali Sheik?
Excellence. Yeah, I don't know who he is. I don't know where his money comes from. I don't know what country he's from. And why is it that we in America, like, I don't look at the Queen of England and go, yo, what's up, Queen? I'm like,
yes, you do.
well, I don't pay attention to British monarchy. It means nothing to me. So my question is, like, if he's buying me, if Turkey buys me, I'll call him His Excellency all day
basically,
long.
Turkey Ali Sheik is in charge of, like, this, let's call it a committee, right, in Saudi Arabia to fund sports.
It's like the fun committee. They're trying to bring
to fund athletics all over the world.
and entertainment.
Comes from energy.
But is he is he elected? Is he like some
I
sort
believe
of
he's
royal,
appointed.
royal family?
I believe he's appointed by the royal family.
Why do we call him His Excellency? I'm
Because
naive.
he's royalty in Saudi Arabia.
Is that true?
He's an
I'm
advisor to the
guessing.
royal court.
Yes, I'm guessing.
He's an advisor to the royal court. So therefore, because to see
He is the minister and chairman of the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi Arabia.
to see Tom Brady yesterday.
So basically, he's the guy that if you want the Saudis to invest in your product,
okay,
you
Which
have
I
to
do.
go through Turkey.
Okay, so to see
Not the country,
Right.
the guy.
to see Tom Brady
Turkey Ali Sheik.
standing there yesterday
Yeah.
with Turkey His Excellency and call him His Excellency and talk about Tom Brady's going to play in some like flag football game or league. I don't know if it's in America or if it's in Saudi Arabia. I mean, are the Saudi Arabians sending His Excellency to recruit Tom Brady to give him enough money so that Tom Brady goes, yeah, I'll take off my suit, put on some flags, put on some shorts. I'll go play football for you guys. Is that what's going
that's
on?
what
here?
he's doing.
I guess
right?
as he's trying to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, Tom Brady is
I don't know why you're so surprised. Live Golf Tournament exists for the same reason.
Well, there's no doubt. Live, this was the beginning of it all, wasn't
Right.
it? Like, Live started it where the Saudi money took over a sport, right? It destroyed the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be able to rebuild it. Then they start buying up all the, like, big-name soccer guys to come play in, like, some Saudi.
Well, they tried to do it with Ronaldo, but he's too old.
Okay, but they did it with somebody else. It wasn't Messi. Obviously, he's in Miami. But who is the other, like,
Ronaldo did go, and then Benzema, and then they took a few other
Benzema.
players. Yeah.
Okay, so the Saudis have now bought the soccer guys, they've bought the golf guys, and now they're buying the old football guys?
Well, are you going to watch Tom Brady play flag football? Probably. You'll probably turn it on once.
Is it a league? Is it a game? Is
I
it
believe
an
they're
exhibition?
trying to put together something.
Like
of
a
league.
tournament.
Yeah, a tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
Is His Excellency coaching?
Okay, I don't understand why this is like such a thing. It's not surprising.
No,
you
no.
knew that eventually this was going to happen.
No. What I'm kind of fixated on is I didn't know, and still really don't feel like I know who Turkey is.
Okay, well, Google him, bro.
Okay.
There's Vincent Bonsignor has tweeted about the Tom Brady booth thing.
Okay. What is Vincenzo telling?
Tom Brady sitting in the Raiders coach's booth.
Restart for the promo. Restart for the promo.
From the NFL. This is a statement from the NFL. There are no policies that prohibit an owner from sitting in the coach's booth or wearing a headset during a game. Brady was sitting in the booth in his capacity as a limited partner. Hold on. More. All personnel sitting in the booth must abide by policies that prohibit the use of electronic devices other than league-issued equipment, such as Microsoft Surface tablet and for sideline viewing systems. Tom continues to be prohibited from going to a team facility for practices or production meetings. He may attend production meetings remotely, but may not attend in person at the team facility or hotel. So that was the difference.
Okay, that makes sense.
Last year, he wasn't allowed to be involved at all. He can do like Zoom now.
Right, but he can't go into the building.
Right. He may also conduct an interview off-site with a player like he did last year a couple of times, including for the Super Bowl. Of course, as with any production meeting, the broadcast teams, it's up to the club or coach or player to determine what they say in those sessions.
So I was never offended, if you will, by Tom Brady.
And here's what Pete Carroll added.
Okay, let me
Because
hear.
they asked Pete Carroll about Brady
What did he say?
in the booth, and he said, they asked him, how many times do you meet with Tom? And he says he meets with Tom 3 or so times per week, along with Chip Kelly to go over film and game plan. Oh, no. Sorry. Pete Carroll said reports the opposite, that Tom Brady meets with him 3 or so times a week, along with Chip Kelly to go over film and game plan, is, quote, not accurate. Now, he didn't deny it, but he said, but that's a loose thing, because you said, they probably asked him, hey, Pete, they say you meet with him 3 or 4 times. And he said, well, that's not accurate. Doesn't mean they don't meet. He didn't say they don't meet.
We meet
It
twice.
could be 10 times.
Right.
It could be twice.
Right, exactly. But I'm not
so
offended.
the league has said he still can only do it via Zoom.
I'm not offended by Brady, the minority owner, being in the coach's booth during a game and listening in and trying to lend his expertise. I'm offended by Brady, the broadcaster, doing it so blatantly, given that the NFL had relaxed their Brady rules. But if you're now saying that the report is that the rules are he still can't meet with anybody in facility, can't go into their buildings, etc., then you know what? I retract it all. And Tom Brady in the booth as a coach, as a consultant, I got no problem with that then. As long as Brady is not given access to the Chicago Bears, as an example, and their facility.
And watch practice,
right,
yes.
Because that's who the Raiders are going to be playing here in about, I think, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, wow. Interesting.
So then when he's up in the booth and he's got the headset on, what is he listening to?
He's listening to the calls.
So he's doing what Irsay's daughter is doing, trying to observe his coaching team because he's an owner.
But I would say the difference is him being involved in a broadcast changes the dynamics some. Because here's the thing. Even on Zoom, even though he's not in the facility watching practice, he's still going to be able to ask questions of these coaches and players, and it's up to them to give him certain access in regards to their commentary to him.
Right. It's a choice by the coach.
The owner of the Colts, Irsay's daughter, is not talking to teams on a weekly basis.
No.
So if you're a team and you're on one of these Zooms and he's asking you questions that you think could give the Raiders a competitive advantage, then what do?
You don't
just don't answer it?
You don't answer. You go, hey, you know what, Tom, I don't really know. I'm not sure.
Call him a scumbag to his face.
I wonder if they're like,
Or
oh,
on Zoom.
don't you wish you knew, Tom?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that.
That's great.
I do
It's a
love
great
it.
drop.
He does. Listen, I love Tom Brady, but I admit that there is something going on with the way he looks that
I'm
is
just picturing
scary.
him like Nosferatu.
He's just
Nosferatu.
He's a little scary. He is, man.
He's going to be in the new iteration of Interview with a Vampire.
By the way, when I hang out with Tom Brady, he goes, I heard you say on the radio that I'm scary looking. I'll be like, no, that was Sedano. I think you're hot.
All right, 9:44, good morning. Time for a quick timeout here on the YouTube-only hour. Ontario, the wait is over. The biggest party in minor league baseball is on Thursday, September 18th, coming up this Thursday at Ontario Town Square. DeMarco and Travis will broadcast the afternoon show live from 3 to 6 p.m., leading up to the unveiling of Ontario's new team name and mascot. The celebration kicks off at 5:30 with host Mario Lopez, live performances, Dodgers legends, and a drone show. Don't miss it this Thursday. All right, we'll take a quick timeout, 2 minutes, and we're back here, the Sedano Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are 2-0 after a 33-19 win in Nashville against the Tennessee Titans. Up next, the 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles. That one on the road as well. Kickoff at 10 a.m. The Rams got a nice performance from Matthew Stafford, 298 yards and a pair of touchdowns through the air. But the running game really starting to shine for the Rams. Kyron Williams led the way with 17 carries and 66 106 yards, but Blake Corum scored his first touchdown as a member of the Los Angeles Rams. Just 5 carries, but 44 yards along the way, just under 9 yards per carry. And, of course, the big one from Puka Nacua on a 4th and 1. He takes it 45 yards to the house, the longest touchdown run of his career, the first rushing touchdown for Puka Nacua in 2025. Devontae Adams also got in the end zone with a touchdown catch and 106 yards. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I just can't believe I didn't see it in your eyes. I didn't see it.
9:47, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Happy birthday. He turns 56 today. Mark Anthony. Also, today is Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day.
Oh. Don't need the raisin.
I like the raisin.
No raisin.
I like it.
Cinnamon bread.
Toasted with butter. Nice.
Also, on this day in 1983, Arnold Schwarzenegger became a U.S. citizen.
Love Arnold Schwarzenegger. Big fan.
Great hair. Or he used. I haven't seen him in the last few years. When did he do that Netflix stock?
You know what? I just saw him yesterday on social media. USC and the LA Times had a thing that he spoke at. And he was just talking about what's going on in our country and everything. He was great.
Yeah, he didn't do a great job as governor of California, though.
No, we elected him because it was fun.
Oh, we elected him because Mayor Davis, and I wasn't a huge Gray Davis guy, but Enron was pulling off a scam on the entire country, so Gray Davis was victim of that with the energy crisis.
They conned me.
He did get conned. So that's how Arnold became governor.
They conned me. Hey, real quick, two things. Chris, you mentioned the whole thing that DeMarco and Travis have going on.
Yeah, in Ontario on Thursday.
And shout out to my boy Will Dog, who's listening right now from the band Ozo Motley.
Oh, nice.
Because I guess they're playing that event as well.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to Will Dog and shout out to Ozo Motley, especially today on Mexican Independence Day. And one other quick thing, Bergie, it seems like we've got some breaking news here this morning.
Oh, yeah. With
related to Sean McVay. This is crazy.
So apparently Sean McVay tore his plantar fascia over the weekend in Tennessee.
Plantar fasciitis?
Yeah, plantar fasciitis. He doesn't know when. He didn't say exactly when it happened, but he said, foot's good. I did tear my plantar fascia, so yeah, well, that's a good thing because I guess it allows you to heal a little faster.
Oh.
But I was being dramatic, limping around towards the end of the game, but the MRI confirmed I did that. Good news is I'm not playing. I'm just on the sidelines watching, so I'll have a little cool limp to add some swag. Then you'll know why.
He got a cool limp.
Yeah, he has a cool limp to add swag.
Right. I mean, hey, listen, Jim Harbaugh has a cool limp that adds swag. And Pete Carroll kind of has a little bit of an older dude kind of limp.
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
I think his is more like osteoporosis than it is. And plantar fasciitis.
Wow. And you guys thought my chemo breath was bad. Wow.
I still think the chemo breath is bad.
That was funny.
It's not bad.
Chemo breath's not
Cap,
great.
he's like 75 years old, okay?
He looked old last night.
Who's 75?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll turned 74 yesterday. And as I have tried to state to you guys many, many times, 74 is the new 44.
He should be taking some notes from Tom Brady.
Oh, really?
You just want to play the drop.
Carlos Isu from our social team says that all of these Brady Zoom interviews should be called Interview with a Vampire. Oh, it's funny.
9:51. Good morning. It is time for the Dealer's Choice Seller's Advantage. Brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer. Or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE0196-1658. The Dealer's Choice Real Deal.
3-2.
3-2. Take it away, Cap.
3-2. So tonight, George and I are going to the Dodger game.
The Dodgers.
We're going to see Shohei Ohtani.
We are. Yes, actually. Yes.
Shohei Ohtani.
We're going to have Ohtani tonight pitching for the Dodgers. And if you saw any of the videos last night from the Phillies in the postgame, they won the division. They took their picture at Dodger Stadium. They went into the clubhouse like they won the World Series on a Game 7 walk-off grand slam. Good God, man. I mean, the celebration that took place last night. And there's like this one video that's going kind of viral where Kyle Schwarber's walking around going, I'm wasted. And so to me, I'm going to start looking at my prize picks here pretty soon about what I'm thinking Ohtani might accomplish tonight.
Yeah.
Like if Ohtani's strikeout numbers are like 7.5, I'm going to play more strikeouts.
Because you think they're just hungover.
I think the Phillies have accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, which is win their division, probably put themselves out of reach for the Dodgers, okay, in terms of just, record and who's going to be going where in the postseason. And so I think that the Phillies got done last night, took their pictures, got wasted, will show up today with hangovers, and Ohtani will go in there and mow them down. Now, while that's happening, George, this is the important part. While that's happening, you and I are going to be with Los Locos Hermanos, okay, the crazy Hernandez brothers, on Mexican Independence Day.
Right.
And we're going to be at the Baseline Club today, as I understand it, at Dodger Stadium. First time for me at the Baseline Club.
Same.
Now, I've snuck my way into the Yamava Club right behind home plate.
That's the dugout club.
Right, and I've made sure that everybody could see me on TV sitting in the front row right next to Mary Hart.
Weren't you with Bergie for that?
I was.
Yeah.
I was. Bergie was like...
Bergie was so uncomfortable at times. It looked like he was like, we're going to get busted. We're going to get busted. He had that look on his face.
He's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I'm like, just don't say anything. Let me do the talking and just follow me, okay?
Cappy, get me in there, Cappy.
Okay. Right. So tonight, the Baseline Club. Now, remember, Bergie, you and me, we got there to the Dodger Stadium that night, and we're trying to find, like, what are we going to eat? And then I'm like, oh, there's the Yamava Club. Let's go there. And he's like, no, I don't think so, man. That's like behind home plate. That's the dugout. I'm like, just stick with me. I got this. And we went downstairs and we had a 5-star dinner.
Just like that.
Seriously, it went. You see, I'm glad you agree.
Yeah,
Thank you, Bertie.
It was exactly what you're saying.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you.
3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
Now, the Baseline Club tonight, George. Carving station. Okay, I don't know if I'm into like prime rib or like.
Why not? It's delicious.
A baseball game. I may be,
baseball.
Tonight, I want you and I to both bite into. I'm not saying eat the entire. Bite into our own respective Dodger dog. Okay, because everybody's got a review on a Dodger dog. All right, let's you and I do that a little bit tonight.
Yeah, but how many old-fashioned Farmer John Dodger dogs did you ever eat in your life? So I don't want to hear your review if you never had a Dodger dog.
Well, I've had the original Dodger dog, the original Farmer John Dodger dog many times, many years ago. But I would like to hear live review because George is one of these guys who's like, I don't eat hot dogs. So just have a bite and then give us an opinion.
Right.
3-2.
And I'm looking tonight. They're playing the Phillies.
No cheesesteak?
I'm looking for a nice cheesesteak tonight at
Little
Dodger
Anthony.
Stadium. Am I going to find that?
Anthony.
That's up on the reserve level.
No, but this is the Baseline Club. They do all this.
They got all the
stuff. The fancy people too.
Yeah.
We're going bougie tonight. We're going with the Hernandez.
You
brothers,
Cappy?
man.
No, never.
I know, right? We're going with the Hernandez brothers
3-2.
tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to show everybody our hardwood.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Come on, man. Come on.
So Steven Hernandez has cautioned us: don't eat.
Yeah.
And don't drink.
I don't drink during the week.
Okay, I don't drink during the week either.
Yeah.
I only usually drink on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Or when Rachel makes
I'm
you.
driving too, so.
Okay, so here's the thing: since you're driving,
Yeah.
and since Steven Hernandez and I need to celebrate the holiday.
Mexican Independence Day.
Right. We need to celebrate the holiday.
Yeah.
I will take
With 12 grams of protein per.
Sorry, that was potted up. That's my fault.
I will do my part tonight. I will do my. You be the designated driver. I'm always the designated driver.
Yeah.
I'm always the babysitter.
Yeah.
You designate drive.
Right.
I'll drink with Steven Hernandez.
Okay.
I'll eat everything in sight.
Oh, I know.
As
you
a matter
will.
of fact,
Yeah.
we should honestly record everything I eat at this game tonight.
Sure. Sounds good. And I'll send it over to Sexy Jexy and Parker.
Yeah. Sexy Jexy,
3,
you down?
2.
Sexy Jexy and Parker, I'm just going to send it in the chat, every video.
Right. I'm going to eat everything in sight tonight.
Yeah.
Because that's what Steven Hernandez told me. He goes, don't eat. Be ready.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take the place down.
Yeah.
Oh. 3, 2.
Why?
All right. That sounds good. I love it. I can't
ready?
wait, Cap. It's
Yeah,
going to be
what time
fun.
are we leaving? What time are we going
Well,
to the game?
I got to come back here for a meeting at 2:30 with a
I'm
suit.
leaving.
With a suit.
Yeah.
And that'll probably go for like almost 90.
Okay. So
Oh,
4 o'clock,
90.
you're done.
Wow, that's
You're
a
done
long
at-
one.
You're done at 4.
Yeah.
Done
Well,
at
there's
4.
a lot of stuff we need to talk about.
Okay.
And we need to go over.
Okay.
3, 2.
Great.
So I'll be free at 4. I'm
4
here.
o'clock. I know, 4
at
o'clock.
LA Live.
You want to come over to the East Central and chill in my bed for a little bit?
No, I'm good. I'm good with
You
that.
don't want to rest up a little bit?
Hopefully I'll take a nap at home when I leave here.
Because I got to exercise. You know, I finally hit the F45, the downtown F45 yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good workout.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
All right. Well, Cappy, I can't wait. We're going to have lots of video for everybody tomorrow, and we'll let Parker and Sexy Jexy figure it all out.
Okay.
3, 2.
Great.
Time to go. All right. Great job, Parker, Sexy Jexy, and the entire crew back there. Briones, Lindsay, Bergman, Christopher, Cappy. Excellent work as always.
Last comment. R.I.P. Robert Redford.
Oh, I know, man. One of my favorite actors.
It is a final.
One of my favorite actors of all time, man. Love. I may try to watch a Robert Redford movie on the plane this week. Just for that. There's so many good
You
ones.
watch The Great Gatsby?
There's a million of them.
Okay.
Watch The Last Castle.
The Natural.
How about
Do you love
Indecent
baseball?
Proposal? Indecent Proposal.
Indecent Proposal
that
is
hurts.
excellent.
That's a hurt. That one hurts.
There was the one he did with Michelle Pfeiffer about being a news person.
Oh, yeah.
That one was good, too.
What was that called?
I forgot, but it's a good movie.
Okay.
All the President's Men, Cool
All
Hand
the
Luke.
President's Men, right. How about The Horse Whisperer?
Yeah. All right, we're done here. See ya.
Hey, try the salmon tonight.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get to the salmon story. We got to do the salmon sperm story tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. By the way, it's just no Sedano in the YouTube hour tomorrow, so it's going to be wild.
Tomorrow will get crazy.
Oh, my God.
Right, exactly. Once Dad goes away, we get to play.
9:58. Have a great day, everybody. Smile. It's Tuesday, Jack. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Oh.
Just win, baby.
Put it right.